Too fast.
Oh my life. Well, it's going to be a busy show because we've got some real feature pieces of jewellery that have been inspired a little bit by our show yesterday in many ways, because we're going to head down a little bit of the fashion route in terms of colours and also in terms of styles, because one of the big looks of the moment is tassels and cascading formations.
And fringing, that type, yes, yeah.
And you've been inspired and captured that in different ways, and you're going to give us techniques around that today, aren't we? Yay! So we've got lots to look forward to, and so it's very nice to have your company. I'm hoping that I find you well. I know there's been lots of buying happening because we've launched our brand new bead loom. So jealous that I haven't had a chance to be able to watch today because I've been preparing for today's show. But I know it's been busy because that bead loom has been launched. It flew out. We know there's lots of people going, bring us more, bring us more, bring us more. Don't worry, we've got it already reordered. So it's already, Sarah goes, thank goodness for that. Reordered very well. We'll get it to air as soon as we possibly can for you. I know that everybody's now chomping at the bit for our fantastic bead loom. That's to look forward to in the future. But in the meantime, we're going to inspire you and give you some incredible creative opportunities in this next 4 hours. And we're starting with probably one of the most perfected gemstones, one of the most delightful of qualities, and I haven't seen on air for such a long time. The moment I saw that we had this in stock, I said, we've got to put it to air. We've got to show everybody that it's back in stock. We've got to give everybody the chance. Now, it is limited availability. I am on limited stock quantity on this, so if you like it and you want it, check out what it says. It's back. Hecky thump, we've been waiting for a while. It's your Abalone flat coins. These are the gemstone that are going to capture one of the big looks of the moment. Nautical nostalgia is going to be big this season. I've already actually been out this morning and made a purchase of my nautical jumper for the summer. Planning ahead, I am. Well, I was just thinking, I now know nautical's in, and I like nautical. I like blues and whites. I like that, like, kind of, you know, seafaring vibe. I like a little bit of seaside quality to my jewellery. Why not go out and enjoy it while I've got the chance to? No children to go alongside with shopping, so I went shopping this morning. Yes, that's the way I spent my 9 o'clock this morning, is making purchases, all inspired by yesterday. I mean, yesterday I had such a lovely time doing Fashion Focus, but actually we really have got this seaside theme wrapped up in one gem strand here. It's all about nautical, it's also about seafaring inspiration, and you've got it all encompassed within this one strand. And we're starting off with a strand which I know is going to sell out. I'm going to highlight the fact that we haven't got enough stock to go around. I've got less than 50 available. This will be a sellout deal within this show. So if you're going to get it, you've got to get it right now. Hold on to your hats, because your price tag is what makes everybody go, what? Say what? And of course, these are double-sided gems. So it doesn't matter whether you're wearing them in terms of drop earrings, whether you're going to use them against the neckline. The movement is always exciting because each side has got its own holographic-like quality. Each side has got this amazing spectrum of pearlescent-like qualities, and you've got this individuality in a full strand of opportunity. Look at this full strand of abalone flat coins. I've already got loads of people on the phone lines. I've got people multi-buying on this, rejoicing in the fact that we haven't seen it for ages, and when it comes back in, a gemstone like this, we know it doesn't hang around in our vaults, and it's not going to hang around at the price tag, because we're talking about less than £10. Less than £9. Less than £8? We can't go less than 7, can we? I tell you what, let's do it. What the heck? Let's throw caution to the wind. It's our designer inspiration show. We kickstart with the piece that we just know is not going to hang around, because your price tag on your abalone flat coins is just $5.95. That's the way to do your nautical nostalgia. That's the way to go for it. £5.95 is all you pay. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Already allocated towards London, Sussex, Lanarkshire. I've got Nottinghamshire, East Sussex. I've got less than 30 left in stock now. Already gone to web buyers. Jackie, congratulations to you, web buyer. Claire in Staffordshire. Web buyer Janine's just clicked a button and bought. Of course, don't forget, putting into your basket is not purchasing. Putting into your basket is just making the wish list. And a wish list can actually be just that if somebody comes along and takes your piece from you. So you've got to make your purchase from basket, you've got to go straight to web, just like Karen has, just like Jean has, just like Anonymous Buyer in London has, from basket straight to checkout to guarantee that this is going to be yours. It looks like this will be a sellout. 20 left in stock, that's it, just 20 available. We had just less than 50 to offer, and as I say, we really did know that this was going to fly out, and we're right. Merseyside, Norfolk, Staffordshire, congratulations to you. Warwickshire, County Antrim, you've got yours. Somerset, oh, how's it in Somerset today? £5.95, not £59, £59, no, £5.9. £5.95 is all you pay, and congratulations for tuning in on the right time at the right moment. I have got limited availability. We're in the teens right now. If only that were true, eh? If only I was in the teens. Feels like such a long time ago. Have we got anybody who's in the teens? No? Those were the days, my friends, you know they never end. Those were the days, eh?
Where did they just? Not too long ago now, though.
I was just going to say, mine is a hazy memory. £5.95 is all you pay for a fantastic opportunity to capture seaside, nautical nostalgia theme. A fantastic look for £5.95. Hold those lines. Congratulations to Barbara in County Durham. Oh, my auntie's called Barbara, and she lives in County Durham. Hello, Barbara. Rona is there in Kent. Congratulations to you. Pam in Lanarkshire. It looks like this will be a sellout. I have got single quantity figure left now. Just the single quantity figure for £5.95. You need to be quick today. I feel it's going to be a busy one. I know there's lots of people watching. I have got lots of people who are watching because, of course, people have made purchases for the bead loom. If you've made your purchase, you paid your postage and packaging. Now you need to add to your order, and add into your order a strand like this to get that nautical theme to your jewellery. Very, very easy. Now then, thinking about this, thinking of nautical themes, but in a very different way, in a very different way. I've got something a little bit special down here, which I'm going to do as an add it to your order, because straight away, I'm going to highlight now. I'm holding it in my hands. A little bit naughty because I'm not going to show yet. Now, yesterday, I had a certain strand that when I put to air, I could have blinked and it sold. I mean, it was crazy. And there was a certain strand that everybody then said, why have we not got more in stock of? There was a certain... Oh, I nearly picked up my hand in there. Oh, you nearly got it. Oh, it was so close. But not quite there. Inside my palm here is the one thing that everybody texted me about yesterday. If you text me yesterday about a certain strand that you want more of, and we don't have... Did you text in? Did anybody... What did you text in for? It begins with a C. Any ideas? Nautical theme? Think about it, think about it, think about it. Texting in? Everybody text in about this gemstone here. Yes, it's your coral. And these are even more exciting for our jewelry makers because these are your peanuts, so they have a tessellated formation, so it means that they kiss each other and they literally sit beautifully networked together. Now if I hold them like this, can you see how they create this amazing column-like formation of stones? This is one, oh my goodness me, I've got so many people who are already purchased. I've already got people who've already purchased. I mean, the cord's been up for literally probably about 10 seconds and I've got people buying. If you want to join us, you could do so on the phone lines. Of course, it is a free phone number that you're dialing. And you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. The price tag, of course, is something that you have to wait for. But actually, because you know us so well, people are not waiting for the price. They're just buying and trusting us. Because we did a great deal yesterday on coral. It flew out. And the interesting thing is coral is such a fantastic stone to work with. Coral is such a unique stone because of its beautiful texture. Ah, did everybody text in coral? Yay! Yeah, good guessing. Everybody got it right who texted in. I like it. Take a look at these individually. I will just show you them as singles so that you can see the shape of them. Almost like what's them? They do. Diablo, they do look like a Diablo. I was thinking about those weights. Dumbbells, that's it, they look like a dumbbell. But actually, can you see how they kiss with each other and they tessellate? So they lock in and then they work together like that. How lovely is that? And it's almost like the design, you know when you go to that shop in London and there's like a certain type of linking formation of jewellery. Can you think of, you know, in London, I mean, it's renowned for London and they link things together.
Yes, I think I know the one you mean, yes.
Yeah, I can't think of what the name of the company is, but it's definitely about linking
and London.
The designers, yeah, and especially in London. I think you might have an idea of what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name, but you have got that link-like formation here, don't you? Lovely, lovely quality to this. Would you say red? No, it's not Hamleys. That made me laugh. You have it. Is it red or would you call it pink? I'd call it pink. You fuchsia pink.
Oh, it's kind of between red and pink, isn't it? Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is that this is quite an interesting aspect of gemstones in many ways, because there is often a case where there's a dividing line, and it's probably quite a blurred line for many gemstones, that, for example, something like the corundum family, there's a dividing line that goes from sapphire, and somewhere that line, and it's a very hazy line, you go from a pink sapphire and the sapphire gets so pink it turns into ruby. But that haziness of what's pink and what's red is all about the aesthetics that you are seeing. And really, it's quite a difficult one to call. And here, it's the same principle. Same with pink rubellite and pink tourmaline. There's that hazy line, which one's ruby, which one's rubellite and which one's tourmaline. It's always that dividing line that I think this is somewhere between the pinks to the reds. It's definitely a fantastic colour to work with. In fact, for me, it's got that perfect vibrancy about it that's going to really lift an outfit. If you want to join us on this, I've already got, gosh, Antoinette, Karen, Jean, congratulations to you. Half the stock's allocated without me even telling you the price tag. That's trust. That's you knowing that this is all about trust. And we push our boundaries and we always squeeze our prices. And if you've watched us before, you'll know that. So therefore you trust us that we'll do exactly the same on this deal, which is why already half the stock's gone without even showing the price. Your price tag, we're not going to let you down on. Loads of people missed out yesterday. We had lots of requests for this gemstone to come back into stock. We've done it, and we've done it in style. You've got your coral peanuts for $6.95. Tessellated design, linking in design. And of course, the linking formation is a very big London look. I mean, it's a very, very strong look that you could achieve for yourself with colour that's going to be vibrant, from the pinks, the berry tones, the reds. I love it. It almost makes like a column-like formation, doesn't it? Loving it. I've got triple buyers. I haven't even got people just buying ones and twos. I've got triple buyers. Triple buyers, triple buyers, triple buyers. $6.95. I think I lost it at the end there. It is a free phone number that you're dialing at the bottom of the screen there, 0800 644 655. Or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. I was on our sister channel of Gems last night, and I kept on skipping between phone numbers. I kept on going, and at one point I thought I was giving my house number out. I thought people were going to start ringing my husband, going, yes, I'd like this Tanzanite ring, please, because I was giving so many random numbers out. Just phone my number on 01388. You know, I was just, no, that's not right. That's definitely ringing my husband. He wouldn't be happy. £6.95. If you would like to join us, go on those lines, and congratulations. Lots of people, as I say, multi-buying. That includes Margot in Essex. Hi, Margot. I've also got Rashida. You've got yours. Congratulations to you. I've got Margaret in there. Should I say that again? Sorry. Okay, apparently we do have a little bit of a technical glitch on our website at the moment where you can't see the item product picture. So I'm sorry about that. Our IT department are hot on it, so we are getting that rectified as fast as we possibly can. So apologies for those of you who are struggling to see that on the web. But tune in to our live program. Of course, you can go to the live feed and you'll see this it's accessible. You know the code, so you know what you're buying. MIGP55 is the code. And last of stock now, I believe. It is a limited available offer now. £6.95 for your tessellated berry pinks and reds of your coral. Now, we're in one-hit wonders. And one-hit wonders mean that they've been on air once and they're now down to a limited available opportunity. And that limited available opportunity is yours, up for the grabs. And I think within this section, you need to be prepared that these are going to be very, very busy offers. They're not going to hang around. We're really pushing through them because we know they're popular and they've only been on an air once and they're last of stock. So it is a case of if you like it and you want it, come and grab it. Right then, where shall we start? Let's go to, can we go straight to the topaz? Yeah! There's something a little bit cheeky about to take place right now. This is a strand that came to it. When was it on air? I can't remember. It was probably about 4 days ago, I think it was. And when it came to air, I genuinely, I can't work this out. I cannot work out how we can afford to do this strand for the price you're getting it for. I've no idea. I've got no perspective on, and I've worked here for what, 3.5, 4 years, something like that. I've worked for the company for a decade in September. Yeah, nearly 10 years. Nearly 10 years in this business. And within that 10 years, I've seen some great price tags. You were what? Ben just wants me to know that he was 11 when I started working in this business. Thanks for that, Ben. I was feeling quite good about myself today until Ben shared that piece of news. Isn't that nice? No, nice. Ben was 11 when I started working here. Just a little bit of sick rose into my mouth. I just feel just that little bit of bit turbulent now. Thanks for that, Ben. Let's swiftly move on. We have got topaz, and I honestly don't, after working here for so long, yes, since Ben was 11 I've worked here, I've not seen many deals of this kind of opportunity. I don't understand, I genuinely don't understand how we can do this grade of topaz. The diphanic quality of this stone is exceptional. Now topaz, it has got an internal quality about it, and yet here we've got the very best. These are not bead quality, they are gem quality stones that you've got, and the price on this, it does not make sense at all. I can sell topaz on our sister channel of gems for 20, 30, 40 pounds on a solitaire of this kind of grade, and I'm about to give you a full strand of this diphanic top grade, not bead but gem quality topaz for under £10. Under £10. Now I told you these are one-hit wonders. I told you they're not going to hang around, so if you want them and you see this as a deal, then you can't afford to miss out. Oh, the four lines have suddenly just gone woo, like a skyrocket up to Mars. Congratulations to you. If you want to join us, 30 carats of topaz. The impact and the clarity of this stone is exceptional for under £10, and this was one of our hot offers of the week last week, and now we're down to last of stock. These are extraordinary qualities of transparent and clear. Now transparency and clarity are totally different things. Transparency is the movement through the gemstone, clarity is how clear the stone is in terms of internal textures. So the two things are not the same. So if you ever hear me talk about the diphanity, I'm talking about transparency, so the way the light move through the stone. If I talk about the clarity, I'm talking about the internal clarity characteristics, so whether there's internal texturing or not. So two very different aspects to the gemstone that you would look as a jewelry professional. I've taken the time to be accredited to understand how I best look at this gemstone and understand how important certain assets are. £9.95 is all you pay on that deal. Rebecca and Antoinette, congratulations. Margaret, Mary, Lorraine, you've all got yours. £9.95. I think that's a tremendous deal. Absolutely magnificent. Straight up. Can I just say, sorry, I know I need to move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 gem quality stones for under a tenner. 15. That's 75 pence per stone. That's nothing, is it? 75. Okay, we'll do one more time. And I'll tell you, I've sold gemstones of this size and of this clarity and this diaphanity for 20, 30 plus pounds on our sister channel. Extraordinary. 75 pence. Is my maths right? 15 divided by 9.95. There's a stony silence of people trying to work it out. Ben says, 66 pence, close to 75. In fact, nowhere near. 66 pence per gemstone, congratulations. Straight on. That's why we work in media, because we're rubbish at maths. Sorry, what did you say, Pip? Straight on. Congratulations. That's why the prices are so low, because we're so bad at maths. We just keep on going, we'll do it at £5.95. Yeah. Not quite right there. Are you joking? Now, genuinely, maths for Pip, and I will just highlight, Pip is the person who decides on all of our numbers. He decides all the maths is not a hot spot for Pip. He says, no, it's fair. He really isn't very good at math. We'll work out this then. Work this one out. A full strand, and just look at how gorgeous these are against the neckline. Look at how fabulous they are. They're almost like leaves, aren't they? This look under a £5. Well,
those are nice.
Aren't they?
Aren't they lovely?
Are they going to be beautiful daisies to get the floral look? You can get that, I mean, Hawaiian theme at the moment. You know, take the Hawaiian and do it bold. Bold Hawaiian theme is what you need. So that could be just floral. You know, just go for that lovely tropical feel to your jewellery. That's going to really add a twist of fun and funkiness. You could do that with these, no problem. These would be fabulous additions. Under a £5 for a full strand. Let's see if we could do some more maths. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 on the strand that I'm holding for less than a £5. 22 individual gemstones for £4.95. Now, of course, every strand will be different and the quantities on the strands will be different. But let's face it, £4.95. Go on then, Pip, let's do the maths on that one. 22 into £4.95. That's got to be pennies. That's got to be pennies. £4.95 for 22 individual. 22p. 22 pence. I mean, just put those in a pair of earrings for under 50 pence. Pair of earrings under 50 pence, and that would be adding in the clasp and adding in perhaps the shepherd hook that you want to create that drop in. £4.95 for the whole strand. Busy, busy, busy. It's a busy day. One hit wonders. These have only been to air once before, and now you've got the chance to get the limited available stock that we have left. Under £5. If you want to join us, of course, you've got the chance to join us on the phone lines or join us on the web. Add to your order if you've already made your purchase. £2.95 for your P&P for the whole day. So it really is a chance of making, loads of people put into their basket who haven't checked out yet. That's Hazel. Elizabeth, you've got to check out your basket. Gloria, you need to check out your basket. Kathleen, I just don't want you to miss out on these ladies. It's not a case of me, commanding, but actually I just don't want you to lose out. I promise you, the last thing that I want is for you to get a deal like this, put it into your basket and think you've got it, and then somebody else to come along and take what you want. So that's why I'm asking, if you do want it, check out your baskets while you've got the chance. Less than a £5 for those leaf designs, and don't leave them in your basket. Leave them, because they were leaf design. Don't leave them.
Oh, sorry.
Did you not get that?
I didn't. I was really slow in the uptake there.
Man, I'm working hard here. You know. Did you get? See? Moving on. Moving on where? Oh yeah. Pretty and pink. Oh, these are going to go gorgeous with the Kunzite. Yes, I have just said the words Kunzite here on Jewellery Maker. I have got for you Kunzite. How about, that is a match made in heaven. Please agree with me. You can't question that look. Oh, that is, I've got the nod. Oh, I've got the designer nod. Look at this. See, there are certain things when I put together, I'll get a, ooh. And then I'll get a, ooh. I've got the designer. Ooh, this is good. A combination of perfected femininity. We're going to bring you the Kunzite shortly, and this is not just any kind of Kunzite. We're talking high grade Maui Kunzite capable qualities. Then on top of that, add alongside it your coated pyrite. My goodness me, those are feminine qualities that you can't question. The luxury and the languid feminine stone on brilliance, and the nice metallic edge. And of course, metallic is big this year. Metallic is going to really add that dazzle. I've already got people buying on this one. Again, people trusting us on the price tag, and rightly so, because we're dropping that price low. This is only been on air one time. It's a one-hit wonder. It's a limited stock offer now. If you want to join me, you can do so on the phone lines or join us on the web. Your price tag is just $9.95. It's your pink colour coated pyrite for less than £10. If I put the Kunzite alongside it, my goodness me. Oh, totally exquisite, absolutely breathtaking luxury, and yours for the taking. Kunzite still to come within the show, and of course working alongside that pirate, it is a match made in heaven. Congratulations if you got that. Kunzite is coming, but not just yet. Before that, are we doing the Zorite? So you say the word Zorite garnet here on Jewellery Maker, most people would go, what? Because you probably haven't even heard of it before. We've probably put to maybe 1 or 2 strands in the whole time I've presented here. And Zorite garnet is one of the most exciting and yet one of the most difficult gemstones to source. When it was first found in 1967, they found a location that bordered between Kenya and Tanzania. And when they sourced it, there was around about 40 individual artisan mines. 40. Now, 4. That's it. There's only 4 commercial mines in the world for this gemstone. And if you want to put a ratio of rarity, there's over 35 diamond mines in the world, and there's only 4 commercial mines for this gemstone. Not only that, I am bringing you a gemstone that has, in terms of sourcing the stone into rough, 80% depletion. 80%. It is so difficult for us to be able to bring this to you. Okay, we have got a problem on our website right now. We've got a lot of people accessing and telling us that we've got problems on our website. We are passing that on to our IT department. I'll give you the code. Of course, don't forget it's a free phone number, so if you can't access us via the web, pick up the phone. It's a free phone number. You can do so on XSYY84 is the code for your Zorite garnet. One of the only times I've ever put to wear this gemstone. It's a depletion rate of 80% from when it was first sourced. It's gone from 40 mines to 4 mines. And I put to wear just last night just one of these gemstones in a pair of stud earrings, and I sold them for £49. That's the kind of quality of jewellery that you've got here. It's the kind of gemstone that has such a regard, and you've got the chance to own this look. One of the only times I've ever had the privilege of putting this gemstone to air. Your Zorite garnet opportunity is a one that you can't afford to miss out on, and your price tag is under £20, believe it or not. Yes, collector's gemstone opportunity, $19.95. And you know, if you want to go on ratios, 1967 first found this gemstone. It's only 2014, and we've only got 4 commercial mines on this gemstone left, and a depletion rate of 80%. 80% of the ratio of sourcing this gemstone has now gone. 80%, that's a massive, think of a loaf of bread, that's probably leaving two slices of bread left that you've actually got access to in terms of this gemstone. There's every chance that within the coming years, this gemstone will be a depleted mine source, just like Russian Alexandrite. Now, I was lucky enough to get Russian Alexandrite when it was first came to air, and the price skyrocketed when it depleted. You've got the chance to get the gemstone while we've got it, but it might not be around, and that's the price you're paying, less than 20. Amazing offer.
Today I've been on the Wirework for Beginners course and it's been really helpful to me. I've bought wire and I've bought tools and not really had the confidence to use it because I'd feel like I was wasting it. So to come along and be shown exactly what to do and have one-to-one tuition has been brilliant for me, and it's really given me the confidence to go ahead with my jewellery making now.
Pearls are classic. I mean, who doesn't love pearls? You look at them, they look elegant, they look classy, and they make elegant, classy jewellery when you're creating with them. I think right from the whitest of white pearl to the peach pearl, they're always stunning, and anybody can wear them. They're one of my favourites. You see them, don't you, in expensive jewellers, covered in diamonds. Diamond and pearls are the classic duo, and that's why I love pearls.
Pearls are always a huge seller on Jewellery Maker, and I think it's because there's a huge amount of emotional attachment to them. I think whatever walk of life you come from, whatever your age, you always associate pearls with maybe someone who's worn pearls before you, maybe your grandma, maybe your mum. So there's always that emotional attachment to pearls, and they can be classic, they can be contemporary, they can really be whatever you want them to be, and definitely one of my favourite gemstones.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. for our Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
I stayed up until 2 o'clock this morning doing a bit of
research.
Doing research, genuinely. I came off air at 11 o'clock on our sister channel, and I did an hour of cycling to Arusha in Tanzania. And I came off and I thought, oh heck, I felt really lightheaded. You know when you know that you've done too much. And I'd been up since 4 o'clock in the morning because obviously I drove down, then I did 2 shifts, and then I went on and cycled to Tanzania, because obviously that's what you do in a day, of course, in my life. And then I thought maybe I actually need to eat. So I sat and I thought, well, if I get up I'll pass out, so I'll just eat. So I sat and ate, and while I was eating I started doing a little research on some more fashion trends and things that are happening in the fashion world and things like that, because I was interested. Yesterday I loved, because I was learning loads, and I thought I like that. So I'll learn some more. So I stayed in front of the computer until about 2:15 this morning, because I was so excited about what I was learning and all the things that are going on. And then you came in and you've captured exactly what I was learning in your... It's fabulous. It's like we're sending signals to each other or something.
I think it happens in the fashion world, in the colour world. I think people sort of work in the same kind of way, even though they're unaware that other people are doing it.
Yes.
So when people talk about copying, for example, it's not necessarily, it's people actually come up with the same ideas completely independently. Yeah.
That's it. And you used to be like a style lecturer, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I used to lecture in textiles and fashion. Yeah, textiles particularly, yes.
And in particular, I guess in some ways, that you know that there's a very much an evolution, especially in the jewellery business. It's not so much that things massively change.
They don't, they gradually change. As you say, it's an evolution. It just sort of happens much more sort of softly, as it were. Because if you were going to replace a whole wardrobe, you couldn't do it all at one go, could you? You know, the average person just can't afford it.
Yes.
So you
I'm
replace...
sure people can, but I can't. That's for sure.
So you just replace 1 or 2 items at a time. And if you want that fashionability, I've always thought accessories are the way to do it.
Oh, and me.
Particularly with your jewellery.
I bought Vogue today because, as I say, I was on a mission, and as I say, I got up at 9 o'clock just to go shopping because I was so inspired. I could have stayed in bed, but I was like, oh, I'm up now, because there was a bird walking me up, tapping on the window. I was like, oh, morning bird, who am I? Mary Poppins talking to the birds. Do you know what I mean? Just whistle while you want. So I got up and I thought, right, I'm going to go buy fashion. And so I bought the Vogue, and I flicked through, and there's a whole section on accessories.
Fantastic.
And it says accessories are the way to go. And this is in, you know, Vogue is probably the ultimate source of fashion
Bible,
stimulation, isn't it? So if that's the case, Go with your accessories. You don't have to change your wardrobe, just change your accessories. And one of the nicest parts about what we're about to show you is that you actually could upcycle something that you've already got, or alternatively, you make a purchase of what we're about to bring you in terms of this bundle, and you've got so many different permutations and evolutions of this one combination of ingredients, depending on what you want to achieve and when you're going to wear it. You know, you might have an event in mind, or you might just have easy wear daytime jewellery. You could achieve all with this one bundle, and that's the nice thing about what we're about to do within this section. So we're going with tassels and we're going with fringing.
Excellent, right. So
before you do that, can we we'll just have a quick peek at the two pieces that you're going to take us to show. And we're going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to do tassels, how to do fringing, how to get different results in different ways. And you can see here that look is going to be achieved in lots of different ways within our step-by-step instruction. We're going to give you the chance to get all of these colours. Now, those of you who tuned in yesterday and know about all the Pantone colours that are coming in, hemlock is a massive feature of the colours for spring and summer, and hemlock is your fluorite greens. So that's hemlock in these beautiful greens. And then, of course, radiant orchid, being the big colour of the year.
Of course.
You've got that matching alongside here within that glorious amethyst as well. So you've got your lighter amethyst and your aventurine mixed together. We're putting it all together, plus your fluorite, which of course gives you your ultimate vibrant violet as well. So you've got violet, and you've got your freesia colours as well. So this is a fantastic medley of colours, really stimulating the spring and summer look of 2014. But to capture that look, of course, we also need the chain to work alongside it. So you're going to get this bundle that offers you everything you need to make the look that Maggie has created within her design. Now that includes a combination of your multicolour fluorite drops, your green aventurine cubes, you've got your aquamarine blues, of course there's your placid blues that are so big within the fashion world, and to top it off, your light amethyst. Did you select these gemstones?
I'd asked for a mixture with lots of greens in it, and then when Becky was putting the bundle together, she came up with the amethyst as well, probably inspired, I think, by the fluorite, with the fluorite having the green.
It's such a fantastic
gorgeous,
colour
isn't
mix,
it?
for, especially for your spring, your
It's
pastel
really spring-like.
colours. It's beautiful. Plus you've also got 10 metres of your chain as well, so you're getting all of this look, one bundle for one price tag, and that price tag that you should be paying is £33.25. Now, of course, that's via our static website. So if you try to make this bundle yourself via our website, the price tag would be £33.25. And yet that's not the price you're paying today. You know, with our live shows and our bundling, we like to do something extra special. How about we go buy the chain and get each one of the strands for £3? How does that sound? I think that sounds absolutely fantastic, and that's exactly what you got. Aquamarine, you've got your shapes of the cubes, the faceted amethyst, and you've got it all. The bundle for you is just £24.95. If you would like to join us, now's the time to do so. £3 a strand, and buy the silver chain. I mean, fantastic deals like this you don't want to miss out on. Congratulations if you do get that bundle. A beautiful springtime fusion of colours. And of course, with the capturing of the moment of we've already ascertained within yesterday's show, tassels are big, fringing's big, and colours that you're seeing here, so big. You've got everything you need, everything you need. And of course, don't forget, if you've got any questions for Maggie, please do text in. We'd love to hear from you today. So start your text with JM Studio, give us your name, and then give us your question, and we'll do our best to answer all of them while we have the live show until 5. Normal network charges apply when you text into 60777, and it's good to hear from you. So go on. Go and say hello to us today. Yes. Go on. Right then, tassels and fringing.
Right, okay, I'll start off with the tassel. So, and this is like the ones at the bottom of the necklace there. Those, I've got 4 on there. Yeah.
It's a little cascading chain, isn't it?
You could have more. Yeah, you could have shorter ones. That's just what I felt worked with that particular piece.
Because not so long ago you did a full, almost like waterfall necklace.
Oh,
didn't
I?
It's
Yes.
beautiful, cascading.
Oh, that was lovely to do. That was great fun.
And that again would capture the look. I mean, that's one of the big looks here. You can see,
very similar.
You know, that lovely multi-cascade formation. You could really achieve that. So you might want to go for broke and go for something as bold a statement as that, or you might want to go for just something as simple as getting that cascade look for a pair of earrings. It's up to you and how easy you are to wear, isn't it? Well, how do you feel comfortable?
So what I did was start off by counting about 1.5 inches. What would that be in centimetres? About 4 centimetres, maybe?
I'll say yes, because I have no idea.
Something like that. And an easy way of doing it is to pop them onto a head pin or an eye pin, like that, and then you can work out where to cut them.
Okay, so you have them all level.
So you have them all level. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see the camera there. I tend to hold them up at eye level so I can see properly. So I'm popping it on the end here. Yep. Yeah. Sliding it along.
If we just hold that just for a second, and then we can capture that. There we go. Yep.
Now I'm not doing this deliberately to obscure it.
You're holding
it's just so I can see it. Yep. And then cut the next one along. There's one there, it's just slightly longer. I can just snip that. Yeah. Now you will get lots of little bits of chain falling off, so try not. Fortunately, they don't spring about. Sometimes when you're cutting wire, they spring about a little bit, but in this case, they're not. So keep on doing that. For those tassels at the bottom of the necklace, I had about 14 little lengths on there. Yep. It depends how big your jump ring is. I used a 6mm jump ring, and that was fine. If you're using thicker chain or heavier chain, you need to work it out with the jump ring so you don't have too many.
Excuse me. And if you wanted it to be different lengths, if you wanted to do almost a V-shape, or you wanted to do something, that's okay as well, isn't it? It's just how you want your aesthetic to be. There's no right or wrong.
And then when you've got the certain number there, you need to put them onto a jump ring. So if you were wanting to do a V-shape, you'd need to make sure you put them on in the right order.
Yes.
Yeah, so they don't sort of end up being a bit skew with.
But again, if you wanted it to skew with, then go for skew with.
Go for it, yeah.
Isn't it? There's no right or wrong.
There's no reason to say you shouldn't do, is there?
No, exactly. That's why I like jewellery making. So if somebody says, oh, that's not what I expected, that's good because it's different. And then different's good.
I had a jump ring a second ago. Where's it gone there? Making a bid for freedom. Let me try those ones. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up the bottom ring. Yep. On each one, and slide it onto a jump ring. Now I'm going to take those off this head pin in order. Yep. And you need to be very careful about your ordering if you're doing a V shape.
Yes. And if it wasn't right and you had it on your jump ring, you could probably just snip
You could just snip it off, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could perhaps use it for something else.
Yeah.
Right. So they end up on your jump ring like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what you need to do is just close your jump ring. Now, to make them equal, as I say, I used about 14. This has got about 6 or 7. And just close up your jump ring. Yeah. And that's what makes your little tassel. So you can make them as short or as long as you like. And you can do them individually. Obviously, you don't need to put them in a jump ring. If you wanted to create a fringe, you just put them individually onto your wire. So any number of those that you feel is appropriate for your design.
So that's tassel 1.
So that's tassel 1. That's a completed one there. As you can see, that completed one's got a lot more bits of chain on it. Yeah. So it gives it that richer, more opulent look.
Does, doesn't it?
This
and yeah,
because
we've got 10 metres of chain.
10 metres, heaps of it.
Yeah, it's going to go on, isn't it?
Loads of
and
it,
actually,
yes.
if you start to think about it, you've probably not even used 1/4 of a metre there. If you look at it,
I wouldn't have thought so. No, what's 14 times 1.5 inches?
Yeah, good
14
question.
times 4,
Moving on.
yeah, 40 centimetres
we
or something.
know that we're rubbish at math. We've just ascertained for the whole half an hour that both myself and Pip have not a Scooby-Doo when it comes to maths. Not a sausage.
So the other one that I did was the little chain it's on the top strand, at the bottom of the top strand. That's a sort of closed tassel, if there is such a thing.
Locked-in tassel, we've called it.
A locked-in tassel.
The locked-in tassel.
So with this one, you've got to make sure it's going to go around your bead enough. yeah, because you don't want it to be tight around your bead, so
No.
you want a little bit of drape on it. So I've cut those two about that length here, yeah.
And so you would always, you know, your work alongside the gemstone that you're locking in.
Yes.
So that you know the right size to have that almost that framing rather than it being taut.
I did, I think, with a couple of pieces of chain first. So that 2 piece of chain let me know that they were both the right length, and then I worked up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one little link on here that's a bit longer. It's just not come free yet. So put them on in the same way as I did for the larger chain. Then close that up, like any jump ring. And then this is a slightly more tricky bit. So you need another jump ring because it's going to go in at the other end.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to put it on the gemstone itself, but you're not. You're linking in the chain.
That's going to go onto...
Yes, but then you're going to lock it in either side. I've got it, yeah.
Let me just clear this up a bit. I keep on forgetting I'm not at home, you see.
Yeah.
So, and when you're at home, or when I'm at home, I work all over the place. Right, that hopefully a bit clearer. Right, so for this one, got the open jump ring, and I'm going to hold the other one in my other hand. Sometimes I use tweezers, or I use another pair of pliers to hold it. So in fact, that might be a little bit easier to see. Right, no, it won't be.
That's great, yeah, thank you.
Right, can you see that okay? Is that, yeah. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm picking up the first one, yeah, and that's going to go on here. So that's going to lie on their position. The first one doesn't matter, it can be any way up. Then take the next one round and pop that on. And this is a little bit more fiddly because they're not terribly long. So I'm just popping it in there. Come here, come here, come here. There. So this is to try and ensure that they don't overlap too much and they don't mingle up with each other too much.
Yeah.
That they're actually on in some sort of order. And the next one.
You know, that would look really nice if you did that. You know how you're going to show us doing almost a rosary style with the gem? Wouldn't that look just lovely if it was just a necklace with lots of links of jump ring and multiple chain, link and multiple chain? I'd wear that without gemstones, just the chain. Yeah, you could do it, and you could just have one or two gemstones in between if you wanted. Yeah, I've done something similar in the past and it works really well. Or add charms, so you could add the charms and take the charms away, couldn't you?
You could actually add them to the jump ring, couldn't you?
Lovely.
Which would work really effectively. Yeah. So get to there, and I've put in this case about 5 or 6 on, and then close the jump ring up again. Make sure you can hear it touch each other, and that's what gives you that little sort of almost like a chain link.
Yeah.
So or a linked chain link.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So that then would go round the bead. It goes on the wire like that and goes round the bead.
So how would I do that though? So that can you show me? Because I'm intrigued by. I'm making sure that I've got a thought of how you're going to do it, but I just would like to see exactly to make sure that I'm right in what I'm thinking. So because we're at this point here where we've got the link. One presumes that is it just a case of beading thread, put the jump ring on. Yeah, it must be.
It is.
You're going to show us.
So I've got
better to see it than to guess.
Beading thread here. So it's what have I got it next to? Amethyst. So pop the amethyst on like you normally would. Nothing mystical about it. Then take your link and just pop it through the jump ring. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then at the other end, well, I'll put another amethyst on. Ooh. Those are lovely, those amethysts, aren't they?
Beautiful.
They're a really delicate colour and so many facets on them as well. Mm. So I'm just going to pop the chain through there. And then when you pull it up, it hangs down.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's it really. You know, it's as simple as that really. There's nothing
and that is
complex.
Simple, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's so effective.
Takes a little while to make the chains, but that's okay. Anything you do in jewellery that takes a while is hopefully going to look a bit different. And often to get different things, you need to put that time into it.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So you do the little fiddly bit. But
so we've got our drop tassel. Now we've done our locked-in tassel, which is that beautiful multi-chain design. But we've also got, on another piece here, we've got that lovely cascade formation of gemstone tassel.
Yeah, sort of cluster.
Yeah.
Yes, using gemstones. I love doing them. They can be quite tricky at times to get done properly. Sometimes I put them on chain, and on this occasion I'm just going to put them on jump rings. So it's a case of getting your gemstones. This one here I've put onto an eye pin, yeah, and made a loop, turned a loop at the top. So I did that for a few of them. Then I used some of the, what are those again?
Aquamarine.
Thank you, aquamarine, thank you. So I've just popped them onto a head pin because they're going to be at the bottom of this dangle, so I kept them nice and simple. Now I bend them back as near as I can to 90 degrees. Sometimes it's a bit more tricky when you're dealing with smaller ones, so what I'll do in this case is I'll bend it back afterwards. Cut it down the usual. I'm going to try and make it quite small because the bead's quite small. I think if you're using smaller beads, it's nicer to have smaller loops on them.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm going to put it at the end of the round nose pliers. Bend it back. That's not worked terribly well. I'm going to do another one. Oops, wrong one, wrong stone. So about that much and work right on the tip. Now that gives the sort of the dreaded sort of pea shape rather than the lollipop shape, so I'm just going to bend it back, give the lollipop shape, and that's more, I think looks a lot better with it,
yes,
the lollipop shape. So pop that onto here.
So make it multi-drops then you're now making?
For some of them, yes, using amethyst and aquamarine.
See there.
Because I think it just gives that movement, and I think that movement's really nice.
Yeah, gorgeous. Really pretty combination. Then
I used some of the pear drops. Pear drops? That's some sort of confectionery, is it not? the pear-shaped to make some more drops, but I just made them simple ones without any drops in the bottom. Just bending them round. So it's creating a number of those, and whatever you've got or whatever. Yep.
And so you're just adding lots and lots of
So just adding, yes, when I put this together, I made the big necklace first, and then I used what was left afterwards. Yep.
Yeah.
So another one. So one's green, one's purple, and that's fine for this type of thing to give lots of colour. That works okay. Then
once we've got the multiple combinations of your different types of charms, because we're almost doing little charms.
Yes, they're
at the
like little
moment,
charms, aren't they? Yes.
When you start to bring it together, are you consciously aware of where you're putting things, or are you just creating an overall look?
You have to. With this type of dangle, you do have to be quite careful how you put it together. Otherwise, it can look lopsided. Yeah. So for this, I would put a jump ring at the top of each one. So just adding jump rings, nothing complex there. As I said earlier, you can use chain. A lot of people use chain as the basis for those dangles. And pop that one on there. Pop this one here, so you can see it's beginning to build up at different levels there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop this one on and put that one onto here. Yeah, so it's slightly different levels, not terribly different, but and build it up in that way. And then, of course, can I just take this off here?
Now I must just highlight the fact that half the stock's already allocated on this bundle, so if you do want to join us to get this fantastic combination, the offer it consists of 10 metres of the silver plated chain, plus also the faceted amethyst your aquamarine rounds. And the aquamarine, for those of you who've asked the question, the aquamarine I believe is your 4mm rounds, but I will just quantify that. Guys, can we just grab that information? So I know I've definitely given that information for everyone. Aquamarine, then you've got your cubes, and on top of that you've also got your drops as well of your fluorite. So all of that combination we've worked out in terms of the maths. You buy the chain, and that's 10 meters of chain. You will then get the strands £3 each. Now we obviously wouldn't do those for £3 each. So that's a really, really big bonus for those of you who are looking to perhaps towards your amethyst, of course, being February's birthstone, aquamarine being March's birthstone. So it's perfect for those of you who are planning making, you know, maybe your birthstone jewellery for the coming weeks and months. So it's a little bit of an added treat. I do have garnet coming up later on as well. So if you wanted to add in, maybe you want to do your garnet, amethyst and your aquamarine combination, you could do that, because I do have some garnet coming up later on as well. Of course, we did the Zorite garnet. So if you got the Zorite garnet alongside the beautiful rounds of the aquamarine, that would work very nicely together as well. So there's all thoughts coming together where you could really bring them all to. Oh, I've got the Zorite garnet here, haven't I? Got it in front of me, silly woman I am. I wasn't even paying attention there, was I? Oh. I don't know whether we've got the information for the Zorite garnet. If we do, we'll try and put that on the bottom of the screen for you. But you could do that together. So you've got your garnet, amethyst and aquamarine. So that's January, February and March's birthstones working together. That's like almost a summer garden with lavender growing alongside, you know, some of the vibrant
like bay leaves or something.
Lovely, yes please, that'd be nice. £24.95. If you want the Zorite garnet, as I say, we're going to put that information on the bottom of the screen for you. It's Zorite garnet, limited availability now, but it is still available. So if you want to do your January, February, March combination, you can do so. £19.95 for your Zorite garnet, under £20. As I say, a depleted gemstone mining source that we've got here, only found in 1967. So it's one of the newest gemstones around, and yet we're now to the point where it looks like it does have a depletion life of very limited time indeed. So with that in mind, if you do want to own it, it's a great gemstone to get while we've got it in stock. And the thing is that, so something like, a long time ago we talked about the sourcing of gemstones when I first got started into gemology. And we talk about depleted gems, and there's not that many stones that have totally depleted. You know, there might be limited source, but not many gemstones are totally depleted, unlike something like Russian alexandrite. And at the time I was selling Russian alexandrite, and I thought, do you know what? I should just listen to my own advice. I'm going to go for it. And I bought a piece for myself and a piece for my sister, just thinking it was something special. It's my nephew's birthstone, so I thought that was great for her to have as well. And unbeknownst to me, obviously, mine depleted. And I did a little bit of investigation not that long ago, just a couple of months ago. And I did a bit of research on the price now. The price has skyrocketed because it's a depleted mine, and because it's colour changed gemstones, you can't get it anymore. And coloured gemstones are massive, really big in the fashion world. Oh my giddy aunt, the price is sky. I told my sister, she's like, oh my goodness me, I need to put that on the house insurance. I was like, yes, you're right, you do need to put it on the house insurance. So, you know, depleted gemstones, whenever it happens, you know, the likelihood it is that when a gemstone depletes, more people want it, and if you can't get it, then you're prepared to pay a high price for it. So Zorite garnet is one of those stones, because of its depleting source, you get it while you've got it, you never know what's going to happen next. Of course, nobody sees into the future, nobody has an idea of what's going to happen in Mother Nature, but the fact is if you've got the chance to own it while we've got it. Less than £20 on that deal. I've never seen Zorite garnet quite like that before. It goes beautifully with the adventure in, actually, doesn't it? But it goes well with adding in the amethyst and also the aquamarine for your January, February and March birthstone combination for your £24.95. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but while you were linking everything, I thought, I'll just drop that one in.
So what I've done is I've put on the sort of, what do you call it, the locked link, and I'm just going to pop the amethyst drop onto there. So it's just an amethyst on a head pin. Yes. Yeah, and I'm just popping it on there. And so you can build them up as you go along. You know, you don't. I think they're quite difficult to plan out in advance. Something you've really got to kind of do. Yeah, and every so often I'd hold it up, see how it's looking. Does it look okay in this ring? Does it perhaps look better in that ring? think the first one was...
You start to play with it,
So you start to play with it a bit and see how it's all going to work together. And it's great for using up your last little bits that are left over. You know, it's ideal for that.
Quite a lot of people have things that from their stash where they've got a little bundle of gemstones that are almost don't want to do anything other than just leave them and wait to see something happens. And actually, a beautiful clusters design like that, you could actually do a cluster of your birthstones. You know, you could cluster your amethyst, your aquamarine, your garnets. You could cluster your you know, your amethyst. Put it all together. And what a fantastic design that would be, wouldn't it? The birthstone tassel. Oh, I've come up with another idea there. Did you see that? It was an idea revolving.
What was that, revolving or evolving?
Yeah, one of them. So
you just keep on adding them. You know, you can have you don't want it to be too minimal looking with small stones. You want quite a lot, but you can get away with lots and lots. And you can just make this sort of almost like little chain that you've got in there. You can just make that chain longer and longer and longer and keep on adding. And
you're going to show us how to do the rosary, because we've had a text message in. Somebody asking about the rosary chain. Now, what was the question? Just give us it again, Pip, because I can't remember. I've got a really dreadful memory. Paula in Essex has said, how do you decide when to use a simple versus a wrap loop for a rosary chain?
I think it depends on how much metal you want to show. You know, so if you want something with quite a metal look to it, you might want to do your wrapped loop. And if you want to emphasise a stone, or if the stone's a fancy shape, do a simple loop.
Okay.
With the square stones, I think it's really difficult to do wrap loops effectively because of the shape of the stone. It kind of gets in the way of doing the wrap. So I've done a very simple one there. But with a round stone, for example, it's fine. It's really.
You would do more of a detailed
it's easy,
wrap loop.
Easy to do a wrap, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to show us how to do the rosary chain, because the rosary chain is this section here, and as you can see, the rosary chain is something that a lot of people want to achieve because it makes your gemstones go further, but it really adds a professional look to your jewellery. In fact, Pip even said to you, he said, is that part of the, is that chain part of the bundle? You went, no, I made the chain. Did you? Because it looks so professional, because it looks like it's a gemstone chain.
I suppose you've had them in other stones, haven't you? The chains, ready-made chains.
Oh yeah, which I think was what Pip thought, that it obviously was a bundle that included this is a gemstone chain.
I've used those head pins here, which are
eye pins.
Sorry, I do this constantly. Yeah.
Oh no, I just want to speak up in case people were going, oh, is it meant to be a head pin or is it an eye pin?
It's an eye pin. Yes. It doesn't work with a head pin. So those are quite long ones, and I'm going to cut them off so you can obviously use them shorter. What I try to do is I try to make the loop at this end, where I'm going to cut it, I try to make it the same as at that end, so that I think that looks more professional. Yeah. So I would make it in the way I'd normally do anything else like this. Cut it down to just under a centimetre, about 8 millimetres or so, and bend it back. And I usually close them to make sure that the loop's actually closed properly. Yeah, that works okay.
Can I hold that again? Is that all right?
Of course you
can. So just if I hold it like so, then.
So while you're holding that, I'll just make a few more to put them together.
Cool.
So you're just making a number of them. That's, it's that simple. You just whatever number you've got around there. I don't even know offhand how many I've used. You could count them if you fit.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I reckon about 25 you've put
25,
on that. Yeah,
right. 25.
And the thing is that using the rosary chain makes your gemstones go further, but actually there's lots of other ways of making your gemstones go further. Things like the satin cord or the thread or the wire. We've got wire coming up. We've had loads of messages in asking when the wire's coming up. The 0.4 bundle is coming up. For those of you who kept on going, what time? It's coming up. And truthfully, because we're just going with the flow today, it will come up shortly, but I don't know exactly what time. So just keep watching on that one. But the satin cord, I do have a little bit of an additional bundle to offer. So while you're making up all of those little links to show us how to then create the rosary, rosary, we're going to do a little bit of an added bonus, and look at how well it goes together with this combination. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. I need the Zorite garnet in there as well, though. I need my Zorite in there. Oh, oh, I love that. That works so nicely. Yes, please. That for me is what you need. If you've got gemstones like this and you've been inspired by Maggie's creation of creating a rosary style, multi-tassels, but you also want to make your gemstones go even further, my goodness me, let's make it go further. 100 meters of your satin cord will make your jewelry go so much further. How about this for a combination of opportunity? Whoa, I love it. Look at the colors. You've got your vivid blues, you've also got your placid blues. I mean, it's the colours of the season. I'm coming, oh no, I've got it here. Look, 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you want to see what I ended up doing? 2 o'clock in the morning, I did all of this. Look, everybody's looking good. What did she do?
How many sheets have you got there?
That's genuinely, but they're double-sided as well.
Oh my goodness, right.
I was so busy. I was so involved in myself. I was like that. Oh, but let me find the colours that I want to show you. Oh my goodness me, these are so the colours that we need to have in our collection. Oh, check this out. How fab is that? Colours of the season with gemstones. Anyway, moving on. This is it. Placid blue first of all, and just take a look. You've got all of the colours here. There's your placid blues. Got it? Yeah, there's your placid blues. Then you've also got your dazzling blue. That's a part of this colour season. What else do we need? We also need your, let me find, Paloma. Yes, we'll have a bit of Paloma, thank you very much. So there's a little bit of grey steel qualities. You've got your violets coming through there. You've got it all going on. Oh. You've got it all going on. You got PowerPoint presentation printed out there, may I just say. Oh yes, we have got for you colours that are bang on trend. It's going to make your jewellery go further. You got all of those colours from that fantastic Maggie bundle where you can make those jewellery pieces go even further with this cord. 100 metres of cord, and your price, you'll not guess this. You are not going to 100 metres of satin cord for just £9.95.
That's really good.
That is really good. That's working out at 10 metres for £1. In fact, 10 metres for 99 pence, if I am going to be pedantic about it. Fantastic opportunity. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. And I know for the colours that you've got, the qualities of the colours that you've got there, absolutely magnificent. If I just hold them up again against what Maggie's bundle has inspired us to do. That's just perfect, isn't it? It just goes so well, so well. Lovely look, loving it, loving it, loving it. Yours for taking at £9.95. Congratulations if you got that one. Great. So we've got all of our little links for the rosary, and one presumes you're just going to bring them together.
That's all. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you can put a jump ring in between as well. You know, if you've got less stones and you want to get better value for your stones. You were saying it's a good way of eking out your stones.
Yeah.
But it's also a good way of giving each individual stone its own recognition in some ways.
Yes.
Yeah. So rather than having them all kind of butted up next to each other, I think having them spaced out gives them each that kind of individual sort of attention in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a nice technique for fluidity as well. So, you've just opened it like you open the door, put the next one on, closed it back up again, and that's it. You know, it's that simple. Yeah.
You're just going to go, yeah. I mean, I'm not a jewellery maker, but even I look at that and go, actually, I think I could do that. I could achieve that. It's fabulous. It's just such an easy way of making.
Even a beginner can do this.
A detail to a design. Now, the final part of the design is
that
here.
Kind of funny bit at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is almost creating connecting all.
Yes.
They are connectors or dividers.
What I wanted to achieve was the 3 strands, but not bunched up together.
Spacing.
So they're spaced out, so they're actually going to be sort of spread out a little bit. Yeah, and so I was trying to work out how I could achieve that. And sometimes people do it with chains, sometimes they do it with jump rings, and so I wanted to develop something that would give that effect, and this is what I came up with. So if you're to look at one set of them, they're looking like this. So you've got cubes, eye pins going through them, and lengths of chain going vertically. So you've got horizontal eye pins and vertical chains.
Yes.
You've got to be very precise about the chain to make sure you cut it in the right place, and maybe you have a pair of strong specs on so you can actually count up the links when you put them together. But I think it gives quite an unusual look.
Or perhaps use your helping hands as well if you've got
you could
that magnification just to get
of course you could,
precision.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here, and I'll try and show you how I'm doing it. I've already pre-cut the chain. That one's just whirled round. There we go. So there's 6 lengths of chain here. So it's 2 lengths of chain and an eye pin, then the cube bead, another 2 lengths of chain, cube bead, and another 2 lengths of chain. And those again are about 1.5 inches. Yeah. So say about 4 centimeters. The same as the tassels, because I cut them all at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. So it just made sense rather than cutting them a different length. Yeah. So it's the eye pin through it. And my next stage, and I'm going to try and work on this flat because I have visions of going all over the place if I try and work on it there. So if I lay it down flat. So I'm going to count down to number 7, yeah? You can count along with me if you wish. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if they're laying properly...
Can I do something before you do that?
Yes, of course you can.
Can I profile this instead, because we can't see it because the cubes are blocking it?
Oh, right,
Can
okay.
I do it like that?
Of course you can.
Because I think we might be able to catch it on camera like that. What do you reckon, boys? Do you reckon that would work? Would that be? Would you be able to come in from that angle? Do you reckon?
Right.
And do the counting.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it round the other way.
Yeah,
if that's
do what
okay
you need
with
to
you.
do, but it's just so then the boys can be able to work out. And there we are. Perfect.
Are you okay with that?
That's
is that all right? Yeah.
Thumbs up. Good to go.
Right. Okay. So try and get them all lying in the right order. So it's counting down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Picking it up. And then, as I say, you should be able to, the next one should just be lying beside it. Is this working okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right.
Just means to say that we can see exactly what we want.
Then pop on a cube.
Yeah.
Now this one might be a little bit more tricky for me to do. Is my head in the way? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think is this one in here. Oh, that was good, picked up the 2. Then another cube. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here. And in there. Yeah, I think that's it.
Perfect.
Right, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually...
Just not drop them.
I've not... Fortunately, I've dropped them the right way this time.
I know. I've done all that hard work and then I'll have dropped it the wrong way around. Oh, could you imagine? What the frustration that would cause.
So I'm going to just snip them off about here. Did you see what happened there?
No.
It came out that end.
No!
Right, never mind.
No, she didn't snip there.
It just went, it's landed on the floor somewhere. Oh, you got it there, right.
Oh, so it snipped so that we could catch it on camera, and as it snipped, the eye pin came shooting out, and so it's dropped again. Oh, see, it's me. I cursed that, didn't I? I verbalised something like that, and it's my fault. I'll take the blame for that.
Right,
one.
I'm just going to pick it up. I'm going to turn a loop in it at this end so that that doesn't happen again. So I'm turning a loop. When you turn the loop at this end, you need to make sure that in here you've got a little bit of space. Otherwise, it scrunches the chain up and it just doesn't look very nice.
Okay.
So I'm just going to make that into a lollipop-shaped loop. Right. That's quite nice like that. Could I not just leave it?
You can leave it like that for me.
Right. I'll try and work it out again from the side. Is that the kind of angle that you need?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Okay.
We've seen it once, so we know what the...
So then at the other end, I think I left 4 down at this end here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I would just highlight, we're about to put the graphics on for the last stock of our Maggie Jones drop style necklace bundle, including the 10 meters of chain, and on top of that the strands of your light amethyst and your drops of fluorite. You've got the beautiful rounds of aquamarine. Did I say the size of the aquamarine? I don't think I did in the end, did I? They are 4 mil. Oh, I did. I got it right. 4 mil. It's a miracle. And on top of your aventurine cubes to get all of that. And for those of you who are wondering about the Zorite, Zorite. I just dropped that Zorite in alongside it, thinking it would be a nice bonus strand to add to your order. Great collector's offer. Zorite garnet for less than £20. I think this will sell out within the show, to be honest. I don't think it's going to hang around. A lot of people identifying this. It is a limited availability on the Zorite garnet. And as I say, I just put it alongside there because I thought they matched so well together, especially when you've got your January, your February and your March's birthstone working together. Just thought it was a great idea. So you can get all of those together. Your Zorite's in the bottom of the screen for £19.95. The last stock of the bundle, including your amethyst and your aquamarine, plus of course the chain, coming in at £24.95. That's working out at by the chain, which is 10 meters of chain, and you'll get the gem strands for £3 each. And we don't do aquamarine 4mm rounds for £3, that's for sure. So if you want to join us on that one, £24.95 is all you pay. Of course, you can join us on the phone lines, or you can join us on the web. We don't mind how you do it. We just don't want you to miss out on the limited available stock that we now have left for you.
Right, I'm just trying to unfankle this.
That's a good word.
I think it's a Scottish word.
Is it?
I think so. Do you recognise it as a word?
I've not heard it, and
you're from the northeast,
I'm
aren't
close
you?
to the borders, so I'd have thought that if I was heard. Do you use the word spelk?
No, I don't.
Do you not?
What does that mean?
Spelk's a splinter.
Oh, they say skelf in Scotland.
A skelf?
A skelf, yeah.
Oh, look, we've got a new word to learn. Okay, so splinter, right, is a spelk in the northeast, and a
skelf.
Skelf. Skelf with an F.
Skelf with an F, yeah.
An F, skelf. And Pip's just said, yeah, in England it's just what's called annoying. It is, and painful.
And painful as well.
Spelks are painful, aren't they?
Right, so this isn't as exact as it could be because the head pin fell out. Let me try and put it back in position.
Well, we know what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to create that almost ladder effect of links.
And pick those ones up here. Pick those up there. And then on here. Yeah. Right, so that's the general idea there. Can I show you one I did earlier?
Here's one I made earlier.
Here's one I made earlier. This is more how it should look, rather than the one that's lying on the mat there. So that's how it should look at the end of it. And then what I did was I attached to the bits of chain that are still dangling down there. That's what I attached the three sets of beading wire to. Yeah, with the 3 strands on it.
Which then created the 3-drop neckline piece. So
exactly.
These are the links to then create that cascade effect within the separation of the 3 stones, the 3 strands, beg your pardon. Yours for the taking, as I say, you can create this look for yourself at just £24.95. Of course, create the tassel design as well, which we've given you step-by-step instruction with Maggie. So, fantastic look. Now, we are going to challenge Maggie today.
Oh, I forgot about the challenge.
Yes, sorry about that. We are going to... Somehow, we forgot to challenge Natalia yesterday.
How did she get away with
exactly,
that?
she kept quiet, and she managed to, and I'm looking that way because she's got a workshop on today. It's heaving in there. It's the silver clay workshop. She kept quiet, and by keeping quiet, she got away with not having a challenge yesterday. She's a clever lady, is our Natalia.
Did she not remind you?
Oh, oddly, she didn't remind me.
Why not?
Isn't that funny? Although having said that, she had worked very hard doing our mood boards and things like that, so we'll let her off.
Yeah.
We'll let her off today. Right, we have got a great challenge for Maggie. Now, we have got coming up later on a fantastic design that Maggie's given us, which is inspired by many of the looks that are happening in the fashion world, and in particular the web design. Now, for those of you who have been investigating the likes of what is big within the fashion world coming into spring and summer, one of the big looks is weaving and web formation of materials, and that includes jewellery. So if you want to achieve that look, and I can show you the look, you're going to get the chance to be able to do it with Maggie today. So if you want to get, look at me with my little, that's nautical nostalgia, bohemian revisited, that's macrame. Macrame's massive in the fashion world. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, everybody loves it. Weave a web.
Weave a web.
Weave a web. Look at this is my little, this is my, let's learn why and what. So what is weave a web? Well, it's fine filigree work to graphic mesh designs that are bold yet intricate. And it's a statement to your spring look of 2014. Who's doing it? Dior, Vera Wang, Nina Ricci, your Burberry, Stella McCartney. They're all creating. And on the other side, there's the examples. You've got there Stella McCartney. Can we get any closer to that, boys? Because you can really see the intricacy of the web designs of these pieces of fashion. Now, if you could see there, the weaving of design, that's what we're going to achieve with our jewellery with Maggie later on. So we're going to achieve that look. Oh, you can see there really well here.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to achieve with our jewellery today with Maggie later on.
Fabulous.
Fabulous, very exciting. Now we're going to do that with some fantastic gemstones, but on top of that we're going to challenge Maggie to create something with this very combination of gemstones, isn't it? And it's all about your rounds. And I tell you what, we're going to round up the price with one fantastic tip. Didn't need to do that, did I? We have got for you here a phenomenal combination of gemstones, a lovely design combination because you've got top drilled as well as centre drilled stones. You've got a lovely medley of colour tones. Again, we're really mixing it up for you. You've got Amazonite faceted rounds. You've got your green aventurine plain rounds. Those are 2 4 mils, which are going to go very well together. Nice beady bead kind of sizes, which we are going to investigate. A couple of people have asked us, so who obviously are joining Jewellery Maker, who haven't seen the beady bead. We have been asked to demonstrate that, so we're going to take the time to do that today with Maggie. So she's going to give us step-by-step instruction on beady bead technique. So it's the ladder weave, but with bringing it all together to create your own larger bead. So those of you who want to learn to do that, we've got that technique happening today. So you've got perfect for the beady beads, your 4 mils. Then on top of that, you've also got your multicolour crackled, and I love those. They are gorgeous. Again, 4 mil, so really easy wear in terms of size and workability. Top drilled howlite. So this is just to add a little bit of something different to your rounds. By adding in that top drill rather than centre drill, it's going to create a different look for your jewellery. And then we've got your blue colour coated quartz faceted rounds in your 6 mil, and they are glorious, aren't they?
So sparkly.
I love how the light catches. A metallic finish, that edginess that you get from these are just exquisite, aren't they? So you're going to get this full bundle, and it is part of Maggie's challenge, but it's also your chance to treat yourself. And you should be paying on this combination £24.75. The price you should be paying, and I think that's justified. Okay, so it should be a £5 a strand. The price you're actually paying, £4 and 20 pence. £4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. Yeah, so that's £4 and 20 something pence. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It's £18.95 for 5 strands.
Is that $4.75? No.
$3.79.
Oh.
$3.79. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. $3.79. Is that it? I don't even dare say that. I don't even say that because that doesn't feel right for us to say. We can't say $3.79. That doesn't make sense, does it? But I don't want to say $3.79 because that just feels so wrong to be able to say that price point for such beautiful strand. I mean, this is the kind of strand that we could command at £10, £12 for easily. Yes. I mean, genuinely, that's not an exaggeration. That's absolutely the price point I would anticipate for this great. That's why I don't want to say 3. Really? Are you sure that matters? Because I daren't say that. £3.79. That's amazing. That's absolutely incredible. If you want to join us, you can do so. The phone number is at the bottom of the screen. I can't believe we can get away with doing that strand for £3. I cannot believe, and I will just highlight the fact this is a limited edition offer. This bundle is limited to less than 30 in stock now. Less than 30 available. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. Go, go, go on those. I can't believe I'm saying that. I genuinely don't understand how we can afford to do that for that. I mean, that strand alone has got me perplexed. I mean, surely that's a good 3/4 of the price just in that one strand. Because 12, 13 pounds, you know, 11.95, 12.95, I'd happily put that kind of strand to wear at that price.
I think the last time I saw something like that, it was just under £10 on a special deal.
It's just crazy. Congratulations if you got this deal. I mean, it is limited. I've got 20 left in stock now, so it is a low stock offer that I've got you. If you've got a phone in your hand, you need to keep it there. It's busy today, busy, busy, busy today. First come, first served, and it is a case of if you see it and you want it on these kind of quantities, you have to be quick. You have to be quick. Now, I've had so many requests for wire, so many people responding to the wire. I tell you what. Let's take this wire, let's do the multicolour wire, because it goes perfectly with this strand combination. Because the 4mm, the 0.4mm gauge wire, if I keep this in my hand, just look at how it works together with this bundle we've just given you. Let me move it through the middle. It's meant to be together, isn't it? It is meant to be together. Now, again, it's another limited available quantity in this wire. Limited. Oh, that looks even better when you see it like that. I mean, you've got the aqua tones going together with the turquoise. You've got the pinks being caught by the quartz. You've got the darker blues beautifully matching alongside the coated quartz. You've got a little bit of colour adding to the glamour. 100 metres as well. Okay, we're adding in 100 metres. I thought it was only the 10 metres that you were going to get, but you're not. You're getting 100 metres of your copper coloured wire as well on this deal. The price tag that you said, did that include the 100 metres? Oh my goodness me, I didn't know that. Okay, I genuinely thought that we were just going to get 50 metres of wire for the price that Pip told me before we came to air. I thought you were going to get 50 metres of wire. You're actually going to get 150. 10, 20, 30, 40, 140. Where's the other one? What's the next one? What's the other one? I don't know whether there's another one. You have here a lot of wire, a lot of wire. If you want to join us, now's the time to do 0.4mm gauge. Let me just check. Oh, I beg your pardon, the graphics are just, the graphics have got excited with themselves and they've said 150. It's actually 140 metres of wire. 140 metres of wire. That's fuchsia, red, blue and turquoise. Got excited with ourselves and said 150. Let me just reiterate, graphics are saying 150. It's actually 140 metres of wire. That's 100 of the copper and 40 sitting between your blue, your turquoise, your pink and your red. All together matching so perfectly well with that colour. But doesn't that just work so lovely? Right, it was a limited stock on the gemstones. It's limited stock on the wire. I've had so many people requesting the wire, so if you want it, you've got to come and fight for it. It is first come first. I've got less than 20 now in stock on the wire. I told you it wasn't enough to go around. I've already got people purchasing. You've got the code there to good to go. MQGC73 is the code that you need. Go, 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 because you've got 140 metres of your 0.4mm gauge wire for one price tag, and that price tag should be, I'm laughing because I know how low we're about to go. The price you should be paying, I thought you were going to get 50 metres because I thought that was the 10 metres, it's 100 metres. And I know the price that we're about to go to. I was happy at 50 metres being this price, but 140 metres is what you're actually getting. 140 for £14. 140 metres for £14. That is price opportunity, and the phone lines are busy. The web is incredibly busy today. I don't know whether we're struggling with our phone number at the moment, but all I know is that our web buys are fast and furious today. If you click and you're buying, congratulations to you. Of course, don't forget, putting into your basket does not guarantee that you've got here. You have no guarantee, absolutely no guarantee that this is going to be yours until you check out your basket. If you want to go for it, you are getting here, of course, 440 metres at £14. That works out at 1 pence a metre. 1 pence a metre. Extraordinary deal. Go, go, go. It's going to sell out. I told you it's going to sell out. I've got more deals to look forward to. Now, I want to give you the heads up. I do have coming your way some amazing deals, including today. I have got ruby. I'm so beyond myself. I've never seen us put this size of ruby to wear ever. And you know how we're talking about that differential between what's a pink sapphire and what's a red ruby? No question on this one. This is definitely rich red ruby. Definitely no pinks going here. This is all about the passion of red ruby. Look at the size. We've never done ruby this size before, ever, and you've got the chance to get it today. And if that wasn't enough, I've also got for you the most magnificent of sapphire. Now that's pink sapphire, and you've got ruby. It doesn't get much better than this. This is your design inspiration, so don't move a muscle. Lots to look forward to.
A big hello from everyone here in Jaipur. Namaste.
When placing your order by phone or on our website, why not add a small donation to a charitable cause? Collectively, the Genuine Gemstone Company are cycling 24 hours a day for 31 days, equaling the distance from our studios in Redditch, England to Arusha in Tanzania, all on an exercise bike situated in our Gemstone Museum. For every £20,000 we raise, the Colourful Life Foundation will be able to build a school in the Arusha district. So this is your chance to give back to a community that provides us with so many beautiful gemstones, and hopefully help us break a Guinness World Record in the process. 100% of every donation goes to the cause, so call us or visit our website to add a donation to your order today.
Join guest designer Louise Jacobson for our Wirework Rings DVD. This DVD contains a step-by-step guide on how to use a ring mandrel, create single and double stone rings, cluster rings and much more. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Last hour we gave you the white quartzite leaves. Can you remember? And I said don't leave this one out. Do you know which one? This matches perfectly. This strand is a perfect added. Pete, can you find those for me please? The white quartzite, you know the leaves where I made that silly pun about leaving them out. We're going to do that just so we can see, because they're the perfect size to match. So if you wanted to do a nice floral design, you could mix them together. Oh, here they are. Have we got them? Are they the same? That's the ones. That's the daddies. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you. I'm just mixing I don't know whether I can interseed them well enough, but can you see how if you played with them together, you could actually mix the two colours together? You would actually make a nice floral design there, couldn't you? Mix the green and the white, so you've got that lovely floral formation. And you know, with all of the detail that happens in spring and summer, it's always about the flower power. It's always about that statement of design, and you can see that here really coming into life. And just to highlight, if I just did that like so, and then just brought in one of the aventurine, you can see how well that's going to work. That's perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect combination. Perfect size, really going to add that detail. The nice thing is that you've actually got a curve to the carving. So instead of them being flat, and of course the nice thing about Mother Nature is that there's always this kind of lilt, isn't there, to leaves, the way that they naturally form. They don't form flat, they have a movement to them. And you've got that captured within our craftsmanship. The carving, can you see that these are not flat? They have this smooth quality about them. The wire flowers that I know lots of people are trying to achieve at the moment would be magnificent with the detail of these fan-shaped leaves of your aventurine. Of course, we've got more wire bundles to look forward to. I know a few people have said, okay, missed out on the 0.4. What about these beauties here? They're still to come. We've got 400 meters of your antique bronze. We've also got a huge opportunity on your silver colored wire. So that's all to look forward to. They're all coming, so don't worry, it's all to look forward to. But before that, let's head to floral. If you've got the quartzite, now you add to your order. If you didn't get the quartzite, we'll try and grab the code for you so you can add to your order if you're going to get the aventurine, because they go hand in hand together. Yours for the taking, 180 carats of your green aventurine, and you're twisted, so you do have that nice curvaceousness, that natural quality to the detail that we've put into these gemstones. And you know, that detail is the thoughtfulness that you buy from us. Everything that we do has got that added thought. It's got that added bonus of us understanding what you want to achieve from your jewellery. You want the best of looks, you want that naturalistic quality. You've got that because of the curvaceousness and the detail that we've carved into each one of these stones. You've got that luxury of thought, and you've got it for less. That's the amazing thing. We put all that attention to detail, and yet we don't charge you any more money. In fact, we charge you a lot less than many places. Yours for the taking, one price tag only. Yes, $4.95. So that means you can get both of these strands for less than a tenner. Add to your order. If you've already bought from us today, add to your order. With a deal like this, you couldn't miss out on this kind of fantastic, almost charm bracelet-like design, isn't it? You could create this lovely medley of same shape, same dynamics. Great look. Congratulations, £4.95 is already paying. Your green aventurine is flying out. And actually, I've got a few people adding their order with the quartzite now. You've seen those two together. Don't blame you, especially alongside the wire bundle. You could really mix those up very well indeed. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We don't mind how you do it, but as long as you do it right away, we don't want you to miss out. Congratulations on that. There's the quartzite. And on top of that, now there is a bit of a special treat, and you know you've got special treats of ruby, you've got special treats of sapphire, special treats of kunzite, and also pearls to look forward to today. I've got a star by at the end of the show of pearls. So you've got lots and lots to look forward to, but actually that's coming up. What's coming up now is an even more exciting special treat. This next gemstone, quite simply, is known as the gem of history. This gemstone rewrote history by 400 million years. This gemstone has its own science because it has so much history trapped within it. It's a gemstone we don't see often enough on this channel. It's zircon. Now let's get the facts on this gem, because this is one of the most fascinating stones that I know of within the gem world. And you know me, I like my facts. I like to know about gemstones. Gemstones like this don't come along not often enough. And guess what? It's another PowerPoint presentation. Ooh! Haven't I been all technology on myself? Take a look at this. Zircon, it is the gemstone of history. It's the only mineral that over a long period of time can preserve a chemical information, which is why it's known as the gem of history, because it actually tells scientists about how the earth formed. It's amazing. You have this gemstone that has an incredible capability, that has durability, that can withstand erosion, transportation through the earth's crust, and can even withstand high-grade metamorphism. And that means when the earth's changing, it can withstand all of that turbulence, and it still holds its history inside it. Amazing. This gemstone also rewrote history because it is the oldest mineral of terrestrial origin found to date. It's 4.4 billion years ago. I don't even know how old that is. I mean, that's older than my mum, so I've no idea how old that is. Zircon, when found in the Jag Hills of Western Australia, rewrote history by 400 million years. 400 million years. It's the gemstone of history. It's the stone that captured a phenomenal feature of not just beauty, but also extraordinary historical reverence. Now, this is what I love about it, is that when you're working with gemstones of this regard, you're working with beauty. And jewelry makers world over see beauty before anything else. But when you get the delight of working with gemstones like this, you get conversation, people asking you, people challenging you, people wanting to know more about your gemstones. That's when you become a gemstone connoisseur. You're not just a jewelry maker today, you are a gemstone collector when you're collecting the gemstone of history, the gemstone that rewrote history by 400 million years. And in fact, actually, this gemstone, it's zircon. It holds its isotopes so much so that they can identify that this gemstone goes so far back that it also preserved water, so hydration inside the stone. So they know that there could have been life on Earth over 4.4 billion years ago because of this gemstone. Imagine having a conversation where somebody, gosh, that's a beautiful gemstone, got a gorgeous piece of jewellery. Oh, actually, it's zircon. It's the gemstone of history. It's almost like a time capsule. And that's what makes this stone so exciting. It gives you an extraordinary insight into Mother Nature, because that's what you're owning now. It's not just a beautiful ingredient for a piece of jewellery. This is a piece of history. This gemstone is a time capsule, a luxury item to work with. It's zircon that you've got the chance to work with right now. It's a gemstone so revered in science that it's known as zirconology, that they research into the amazing, beautiful history of this stone. So exciting for you to have this stone available to you on Jewellery Maker. Forget being a jewellery maker, you're now a gem collector when you own zircon for just $29.95. $29.95 for the luxury of zircon. Graduated faceted drops, 4x2 to 6x3 millimeter. It's a 16 centimeter strand. Don't underestimate the luxury of this gemstone. Forget about the history and just look at its beauty. You know that you are in a win-win situation here, because you've got pure luxury, pure indulgence of beauty. Of course, zircon with its double refractive index means that when the light catches, it's always going to give you something captivating to enhance and to create something wonderful with for your jewelry. But then to have that historically revered stone as well, doesn't that just make it even more amazing? $29.95. Now, of course, it comes with a money-back guarantee. It also comes with a certificate of authenticity, so you can print out your certificate of authenticity so you know you've got a collector's gemstone all the way through. $29.95. I'd suggest actually you're making a piece of, maybe a nice pair of drop earrings, so you've got movement transferring through. Those drop earrings, they're going to be your talking point gemstone. Then you're going to be able to commission jewellery. People are going to say, they're gorgeous, where did you get them from? Oh, could you make me some? That's the kind of gemstone this is. A magnificent combination of stones. beautiful luxury. $29.99, plenty of people there joining us on the phone lines. Please make sure that when you buy this, that you really are appreciating the opportunity that we're delivering you. We are in limited stock. We're into just, oh really? We're into the teens in the quantity of this. Nowhere near the stock I would like to have on zircon of this caliber. To jewellery makers, we don't see this gemstone, just like we don't see Zorite garnet very often. We don't see this stone often enough. The gem of history, and you've got the chance to own it. Congratulations. $29.95 is all you pay. Straight on we go. And I tell you what, we've got some incredible colours coming your way. The sky's the limit. We have got for you the most wonderful of arrangement of, you've got clouds, you've got sky blues, you've got freshness, you've got the golden sunset. Oh, you've got it all captured in this magnificent strand of pearls. I've done a bit of research on pearls for one of our strands that we have coming up later on as a star buy. I tell you what, I think that this strand and that strand are going to go well together. In fact, tell you what, Ryan, would you just mind passing me that? Oh, Maggie's there. Bless you, Maggie. Thank you. Just to show you. Look at that. That's a luxury look if ever you're going to get one. Fantastic opportunity. Star buy coming your way at the end of the show, but before that, I'm going to put that on. You have here your wonderful mixture of colours, from your champagnes to your silver tones to then, of course, your huge 9mm brilliant, shimmering, sparkling, pearlized centerpieces. This is big jewellery potential, and that's what we're looking for in Jewellery Maker. Big jewellery impact. I tell you what, impact doesn't have to come at a price though. You've got your 9 to 10mm potato pearls in your multicolour spectrum of silvers, your sunset golds and your creams for one price tag. And that price tag is $6.95. Naughty price in there, I think. $6.95 for pearls. Now, I'm not going to say that they're the classic round because they're not. They're potato pearls. I will just show that they are the real deal. Of course, their potato pearls are naturally forming, as you can see, in fresh water, often found in locations like China, where you can really see the beauty of the natural formation of each layer. A layer of a pearl is called the nacre, and each nacre layer creates this shimmer, and more nacre, the thicker the nacre, the more pearlescence you're going to achieve, and that's what you can see here. Congratulations, £6.95 is all you pay. Golden tones, your silver tones and your creams for less than £7. Busy. I mean, shall I do a double wrap on the wrist? Because really, it's all you need to do, isn't it? That's all you need to do when you've got yourself talking point jewellery, especially with that colour mix. You might want to mix them together as you see them here. You might want to bring them together individually, just the golds, just the creams, just the silvers. Either way, you've got a great look. Catherine, you've got yours. Anne-Marie, lovely to have your company in Merseyside. Web buyers galore on this one. If you've got a phone in your hand, make sure you're dialing that free phone number for us to process your call, 0800 644 655, or join us on the web. You've got a fantastic deal there. Pearls for $6.95. Onwards and upwards. Now, I watched our Jenny offer this deal to you not so long ago, and this is, I know, last of stock because it was such an incredible deal. We're now on to the last of stock. It's extraordinary, our buying power. Sometimes it floors me. I mean, I know how good we are at buying. I know how strong our buying team is. You know, we often go direct to the source. We often go straight to the mine owners themselves. Instead of paying for subsidiaries of distributors, instead of paying for middlemen, by going direct to the supplier, we'll often get the very best price. And because we can buy in quantity, you know, we've got to remind ourselves we're a very big company. And because we have buying power, it means that we can really drive the minimum unit price down That is what has happened here, because I've never seen us do a deal like this before on this gemstone, and I doubt very much I'm going to see it again. I saw it, my jaw hit the floor when we saw this price tag come to air. I don't know how we've done it, but I tell you what, I rejoice in the fact that I have even just a limited stock left to offer you. I've got less than 50 available, and that's not enough on a strand of this quality to this price tag. This is the wonder that is sky blue apatite. This is the gemstone that everybody's talking about for your spring and summer look. It's the freshness of, I've already got loads of people like, did you miss out? Did you think you'd missed out on this deal? Did you kick yourself when you weren't fast enough on the phone lines the other day? If you were the person who missed out, don't miss out now. Pick up those phones, join us on the web, and don't miss out today. It's last to stop. I've got less than 50. And on a deal like this one, I'd need at least double that to make myself feel comfortable. I'll give everybody the chance to own it. You've got here a full length. Now, normally a gem strand of this quality, you've got half that length. You've got around about 18 centimeters on a strand of this quality gemstone. And these are certainly heading towards gem quality, not bead quality of apatite. And how do I know that? Well, it's not just the color that has that thought process to me. It's also the internal qualities of clarity. You know, you've really got some fantastic internal light reactions taking place in that stone. Your sky blue apatite, I'd suggest double length of sky blue apatite. I'd normally offer you about this length. I'd normally do about this length. For the price you're about to see, I'd be so thrilled to do this length for this price tag. I am looking at $11.95, not for your 18 centimeter length, not for your 18. How about this? A full 32 centimeter strand for $11.95. It's your sky blue apatite. It's pure, unadulterated luxury. This floored me when I saw the price tag Jenny did, and I know that it's a flyer. It's one of those that you can't hang on to here in our business. It's not the type of deal that we would do anything other than expect to be a sellout within this show. If you want to join us, Corinne, you've got yours. Great to have your company. Oh, I've got Vicki in Berkshire, even spelt the same name way as me. Hurrah. We've also got Tracy in Devon. Little things entertain me. I've also got Terry in Worcestershire, Anonymous Fire in Merseyside. Great to have your company. Yvonne in Stirlingshire. If you've got a phone in your hand, dial the number at the bottom of the screen. Of course, it's a free phone number. Join us on the web, and don't just put into your basket. Check out your baskets to guarantee this deal is yours. This for me is a double length strand. A double length strand of apatite for a nominal price of just $11.95. Brilliant deals to be had today. Double it up, and yet still only $11.95, still less than £12. I would happily put this grade of stone with its qualities of colour and clarity at $11.95 for half the strand, but we're actually doubling it up and still committing to under £12 as your price tag. Great deal, great opportunity. As I say, these are repeated deals. They have been seen before, but this looks like it'll be seen today, and it could be every chance that this could sell out within the show. And I think alongside the pearls that we have coming your way, what about just mixing this up? What about just putting your pearls alongside your apatite? That's beautiful. Exquisite qualities. Congratulations if you got your apatite. Okay, straight on we're going, and we're going to, oh, pretty in pink. Ah, they're so pretty. We've had some lovely rose quartz at the moment, haven't we? We've seen some really very pretty pieces. These are going to go very nicely with my next strand. Shall I show you the next strand alongside it? And yesterday, now where is it? Yesterday, look what Natalia showed us. I had to hold it somehow. I didn't know how to do it. Use your mouth. Can you see how well those colours go? Those pastel tones are just exquisite alongside the colours that are coming your way into fashion this year. You've got your rose quartz and you've got your aquamarine coming your way. So let's do the rose quartz first, and then we'll do a back-to-back deal with the aquamarine, because you're going to get both, aren't you? If you're going to get one, you've got to get the other. They work so well for the pastel colours of 2014 spring and summer collection. Rose quartz for how lot? What? Did you just say £3.95? Fashion that has come affordable. All of a sudden, fashion is affordable here at Jewellery Maker. See, there's so many people who say to me, oh, I can't afford to follow fashion. I can't afford it because, you know, if I went into the fashion shops, I'd be spending hundreds of pounds. You would, you're right. But why do you need to spend hundreds of pounds when you can come to us and get the colour of fashion, get the style that you want, no compromise needed because you're making your own jewellery, you're making what you want to wear, and you're paying £3.95. £3.95 for that look of fashion. It's magnificent, isn't it? And to really capture that fashion, you can really add in that aquamarine blue to tone it against. I mean, that's the thing, is the neutral tones are really exciting for the coming season. I love those colours. I really love the softness, and it matches beautifully, doesn't it? Oh, now all I need is a catwalk and a body like that and a different face and the clothes and the extra. Well, we can just dream, can't we? We can but dream. You've got there the look of the moment for less. £3.95, very, very, very busy offer. It looks like it is going to be a seller on the rose quartz. Let's keep with the theme of pastels, and let's now move on to the drops of your aquamarine. Aqua. We have got here, the moment you say aqua, you're thinking water. You've got there that softness, that fluidity, that tranquility, the serenity. And you know that aquamarine is said for many who believe in gem healing, they believe that it offers a tranquility and a sense of serenity to the wearer. And I think in some ways you can get that just thanks to the cooling of the blues, the softness, the subtlety, you know. And of course, when we do start to investigate the colour tones that are coming into fashion, it is about softness. It's a very different look to perhaps some of the brighter colours coming through with the likes of your vivacious shades of the blues, you know, those shocking blues and things. But actually, the lighter, more delicate tones are so exquisite to add a softness to your jewellery, to add a real sense of femininity. You know, soft blues can be just as feminine as soft pinks. You've got that chance to get this. It's aquamarine, of course. It's March's birthstone as well. So if you're a forward thinker and you're thinking about your March birthstone jewellery, you've got it here, and you've got a lot of jewellery to be made. Drop earrings galore with this kind of top drilled faceted gemstone. And if you want to join us, you can do so on the phone lines or on the web. We don't mind how you do it. 90 carats of aquamarine that you have here, 8x5 to 16x8 millimetre. So really good size stones. In fact, that big stone there, I'd put as a pendant. Just one, just that centerpiece, single pendant. That's a focal point in its own right, isn't it? But how about all the more to work with for less than £20? Less than £20. Oh, that's cheeky. Pip said less than £20 in my ear. I was like, less than £20. That means £19.95. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Pip, that's cheeky. Less than £20, Pip says. I'm going, yeah, in my head, £19.95. It has to be. There's no other price tag for it to be but £19.95. It's aquamarine for £14.95. Forget your 20. You got another £5 in your pocket. Oh, that's the way to do it, isn't it? This is the kind of deal you can't afford to miss out on. How many pieces of jewellery do you think you're going to achieve to make? What do you reckon, Maggie? You might make a charm bracelet, a couple of pairs of earrings, a pendant.
Yep, you could make a sort of flower shaped ring out of it as well, couldn't you? Yes. Big chunky cocktail ring. Did we mention sort of cluster necklaces if you wished?
Well, we've just done, of course, we've just done that beautiful tassel
like
style necklace. Yeah. We could really achieve that with that combination of the rose quartz and the aquamarine. The rose quartz is at the bottom of the screen, of course. Rose quartz code coming in as UHGK, UNGK11. My eyes. My eyes are going. Yeah, now I'm in my 20s, my eyes are going. 40. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. 14 pounds. I tried so hard. Such a poor actor. If you want to join us, you can do so. You've got a fantastic combination here. £3.95. That means for less than £20, you've got both. Is that what you meant? Under 20 for both strands. Under £20 for both strands. Ah, that makes more sense. Aquamarine just is such a fresh gemstone to work with, isn't it? And when it's with that rose quartz, it's a perfect, perfect combination. It feels like you've got softness, femininity, tranquility, serenity, a real luxury. And I do have to remind you, the word luxury is definitely coming in today with the opportunity of owning ruby. Huge ruby, and you don't look at ruby like this very often on our channel, let alone Kunzite, let alone multi-sapphire, and to top it all off, star by deal, I have got for you, yeah, classic feature pearls. All to look forward to today, so don't go anywhere. Fantastic deals to look forward to.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Join guest designer and polymer clay expert Debbie Bulford for our Extruder DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of techniques, including how to create geometric patterns, the soutache and lace look, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
What did you do?
She literally said, it's one of those days. We're definitely having a clumsy day. You had a clumsy day upstairs.
That's right.
I've got a clumsy day downstairs. Genuinely, every single bead possible that we have got stored underneath the desk, I have just knocked over. The beads are everywhere. Don't even walk. Maggie, be so careful, because if you walk, you're just going to do some kind of Mr.
Absolutely.
Bean. Oh my God, they're everywhere. They are literally everywhere. Okay, let's just crack on, and then let's just forget that ever happened. Oh, you can even hear them underneath my foot. Okay. Gosh. Just move on. We have got for you, it's live television. We have got for you lots of deals, including...
Those are lovely.
Aren't they?
They're whoppers. They're massive.
And they are such classics. Look at the shape of them. I mean, it doesn't get much more round than that now, does it? They are luxury pearls that you've got to look forward to here with our star buy today. And it doesn't get, for me, it doesn't get any more classic than a pearl necklace like this. Timeless.
Beautiful.
I can't wait. So excited to give you that deal, and it's all to look forward to within the show. So we're looking around probably about an hour's time at least for me to be able to give you the chance to own these. It is a star buy offer. But we're sticking with the pearl theme. We have got pearls within our next guest designer showcase, because we've got pearls, but in a very different way, very, very different way. And in many ways, it's rather nice to see something classic like this against the neckline and then go, step away from the classic and let's go for a little bit more edgy, something a little bit more in keeping with the present moment of colouring and vibrancy. And you've really got that there, haven't you?
Absolutely. That green and that turquoisey blue, that sort of petrol blue, is beautiful.
Isn't it? And it's just a fabulous mix. And of course you could actually mix some of the classic creams and the larger rounds alongside there if you wanted to, or you could achieve this look. And this is a big fashion look of the moment. Weave a web designs are so popular within the fashion world. Instantly, if you think about the likes of Stella McCartney, the likes of Ralph Lauren, all of the big names on the catwalks of 2014 spring-summer collections are all delivering this beautiful web-like formation of material and accessories. And you know, one of the nicest things about it is for me, I often think to myself, well, I like the look of that fashion, but I'm going to put that into my jewellery, because these are the kind of looks that you can wear for the moment, break them down, and then when the next fashion comes along, you can use those ingredients in a totally different way. And that's the lovely thing about jewellery making, is that you can really capture the moment with ingredients and then keep on working with them on and on and on. Now, you've got pearls, more pearls, and beautiful pearls. So let's introduce you to those pearls right now. Those colours are just so exciting. Exquisite, absolutely exquisite. I tell you what, for me, if you got, first of all, the satin cord, you know, the 100 metres of satin cord that we did, and on top of that, I'm thinking also the 0.4mm gauge wire, which had the turquoise, and then if you've got maybe some nice chartreuse colours of your wire, I mean, this is just going to be a fabulous medley of colours that you're going to be playing with, aren't they? Here you've got 2 strands of classic pearls, and these are the real deal. I just want to highlight that we're offering you genuine pearls here, not synthetics, but genuine pearls. You've got your midnight blues. I'd call them almost petroleum blues rather than midnight. Midnight, I think, almost says darker blues. Yeah. They're not dark, are they?
They're not. They're more sort of a really deep turquoise,
like a dazzling blue almost.
They're really quite almost electrifying looking, aren't they?
No, I agree. So you've got there your really bright blues from your pearls, and we're matching alongside that. These are 8x7 matching potato pearls in the green as well. We're adding to this with the richness of your frosted shell pearl, and I love the way that adding in those chocolate tones really gives a beautiful backdrop. And to add on top of that, again, you've got your feature of your clear quartz, and these again are the frosted finish to just add a matte effect.
Yeah,
and I love that. Now here you've got your dazzling blues, you have got your hemlock in the greens, and then also you've got your paloma as well. So you've got all of the colours again of the fashion moment mixed within this combination. And you know, we really are trying to be thoughtful with our bundles to make sure that if we're bringing colours together, we're bringing them within the phase of the fashion of spring and summer 2014, and that's absolutely captured within this bundle. Now we're also bringing together something that perhaps you haven't worked with before. This is your soutache thread. Now it is a low gauge thread, but it's incredibly strong. It's used for beading and embroidery, and it has a strength to it very similar to that of something like a monofilament, but indeed it has a little bit more of a material-like feel about it rather than plastic.
Yeah, and it's not as stiff as a monofilament. You know, it's far more flexible because it's thread rather than acrylic or whatever.
A plastic,
yeah. The plastic, yeah. So it's an interesting one to work with. And things like your beading loom, etc., that was shown up this morning, this is the sort of thing you'd use for that, I should think.
And also the thing is with pearls, you often have a smaller drill hole.
That's right.
So you need to have a thinner gauge, don't you? So that's what you've got here. You've got your thinner gauge thread. So if you don't want to work with monofilament because it's clear, you have got the thin thread of your soutache. We do have monofilament later on, but we've got your thin thread from your soutache, which works great with your pearls for your internal diameters being just that little bit smaller. If you do want to join us, the price you should be paying for this bundle is £31.25. It's the price you should be paying, but you know, within our live show, it's not the price you're going to pay. No, no, no. £31.25 is a justifiable price. In fact, it's an incredibly competitive price because that's the price that you would be paying if you bought these separately on our static website. However, that's not what you're doing. You're watching a live show, and therefore we're giving you a live show bundle price tag of just £24.95. I mean, that just is phenomenal. That means £5 for each strand and £5 for the thread, and you could break that down in different ways because there's no way you would get those kind of quality pearls for £5, that's for sure. £24.95 is all you pay. If you want to join us, go on those phone lines, go on that web. £24.95. Colours are really mixing together, and I love the way that you've brought those colours together really in a very different way to how I've ever seen before, because you've almost colour blocked.
Yes, but I wanted it to be quite kind of symmetrical but not symmetrical, if that makes sense. So the design is symmetrical but the colours are asymmetrical, yeah? So you get the colours one on each side. So the design is exactly the same on both sides from the centre, but it's just got the asymmetry comes in the colour of the pearls.
And the thing is that with a design like this, you could really go to town with getting those colour blocks working for you.
Absolutely. You could perhaps at the bottom of it, you could perhaps do blue on one side and green on another, and then swap it round further around towards the back of the neck. You could do all sorts of things.
Yeah, really play with it. And so first of all, we've said to everybody that we will show you how to do these fantastic beady beads, because we don't ever want to assume that everybody knows how to make jewellery in an instant, because that's not true, is it? So for those of you who already know beady bead technique, then this is just a reminder. For those of you who are watching for the first time, the beady bead is something that you can really use to your assets to your jewellery making, because you take these fantastic gems and create almost like a ladder weave that then when brought together creates a larger bead. So you can really work with these smaller stones to create detail to look like a larger bead in the finish. So it really is a technique that is utilised in beading and threading lots. And so we're going to show you first of all how to do a ladder creation, and then how to bring that together into the beady bead.
Yes, certainly. So that's what a beady bead looks like there. I've got one over here. Is that focus? Yeah. So it's beads that you use 12 of them for this technique, and you sort of weave them in and out of each other a little bit. I think it's a little bit of bead magic. Whenever I show it, if I'm doing demonstrations or doing classes, people don't believe that's going to happen. It's really nice.
It's an amazing finish, isn't it?
So this is one that I did earlier for the necklace, and then I've tried doing one as well with the beads I was given for the challenge.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've selected some of the colours and put together those very, very pale pastel.
That's gorgeous. Oh, I love that.
See it properly there.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Right. And
you can use with the beading thread, but sometimes lots of people use the monofilament or the soutache thread because it's thinner, so you're making this cluster of gemstones, but people often don't, how on earth have you done that? Because you can't see the threads running through. So you can do it with both. It's up to you, obviously.
So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you using larger beads, because it's just easier to see them on camera.
Brilliant,
using
yes,
the beading wire, beading thread. And then I can show you using a finer one, using the soutache type of thread.
Fab.
So you need 12. So I've cut a length of beading wire, or beading thread if you want to call it that, and threaded on 4 beads. So then what you need to do is take one end and feed it back in through, come here, stop it, and feed it back in through that side. Now you're not going to be able to see it because my hand's in the way. So it's going to go feeding round here. So you can see that. Let me just pull it a little bit tighter. So you've now got 3 beads that have fallen down to the bottom. And you've got 1 bead at the top. And I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter so it goes into a sort of little circle. That's it. What you do now is you add 2 beads onto one end, and 1 bead onto the other end. Yeah. So it looks a bit like this now. Yeah. Take the end where you've just got the 1 bead, and then thread that back through the end that's got the 2 beads, the outside bead on the end with the 2 beads. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that showing up properly?
Yep. Yeah. Right.
As you tighten it, it'll start to form into this ladder shape. And apparently that's called a ladder
weave.
Or something, ladder
yeah,
weave.
ladder weave, yeah.
Same again, 2 beads on one end, and then 1 bead on the other end. This wire is quite stiff, and the reason I'm demonstrating it with those larger gemstones is they've got larger holes in them, and so when I come to the final bit it'll work a bit better.
Yes.
So you've got this rather misshapen bunch here. Then take it round again, and in that outside bead. And gradually again pull the ends together, and you can see you're getting this very, very definite shape coming in here now. Yep. As you go along each time, just tighten it up. Just make sure that there's not too much of the wire or the beading thread showing. So that's me got 10 beads in there. So for my last 2, I just put 1 on each side. Yep. So you've just got 1 on each side now. And this time, instead of threading it through the bead here, because there isn't a bead there, there isn't a second number of bead there. So instead of doing that, what you need to do is thread it through the very first start bead down here at the bottom. That's this one here, okay? And you're doing that with both ends. So I'm threading that through there and threading this one through here. Yep. And then gradually pull each end tighter and tighter. And then suddenly, as you pull it round, it goes into that new shape, that sort of cluster of bead shape. And that is basically how you do
so that's your beady bead.
That's it. Then to finish it, you use the rest of the wire and just thread it in and out. And as you do that, it tightens up a little bit.
You're just adding almost a little bit more structure when you're weaving in and out.
And you can use this with, you can do this with either the monofilament or the beading wire. I've not tried it with ordinary wire, so I don't, you know the wire and the spool, so I don't know if it would work with that or not. I don't think it would work too successfully. And so you keep on going like this forever. Just keep on until you get to the end of the wire.
So once you've got all of that locked in, you would then just chop off the ends, would you?
Yes, I'd probably add it. I usually add a little drop of glue just to make sure it's going to stay in place. Right. But it might work its way free eventually, but you're going to thread it in so many times, hopefully that's not going to happen.
Yes.
If I can also show you, where you've got the 3 beads coming together here, yeah. So you can see there's the 3 beads in here.
Yes.
And at the moment, I've got a thread coming in here and one in this side as well, but nothing across the top. So that's a little bit loose.
Yeah.
So when you weave them in and out, try and make sure that you're getting threads going in all directions out of those.
You're just locking them in.
So to make sure you get a little sort of almost like a little triangle. And that just makes it that little bit more secure.
Yes, that makes sense.
And around here as well. And you just keep on doing it, ad infinitum until you've got no wire left.
So that's the beady bead, and so that's one part of the design that you've got here. And for those of you who are learning to do things like the beady bead, you're probably just getting started into jewellery making, and if that's the case, I have a little bit of a treat for you. I love treats like this because we're about to give you things for free. Woo! But not just one thing for free. Not just 2 things for free. Not just 3 things for free. I said free.
How much?
Free.
Oh, right, nothing.
Nothing.
Ah, okay.
Nada. Zilch.
Gratis.
0. Gratis. 4 things, all of these, for free.
That's a good deal.
So it's less than £5.
Less than £5. Less than £2. Less than even a pound.
Less than a penny.
Less than a penny.
Well, how far are we going?
I'm literally saying free. Zero, nothing, nada,
I'm just
nilch.
actually giving it away.
I'm giving all of these away when you purchase these items.
Ooh.
Now, getting started into jewellery making, there are two things essential. You need instructions and you need tools. You need ingredients. This is exactly what we're bringing you. This is your mega bundle deal. You buy the toolkit. Now, we all know the toolkit is an essential to jewellery making. It comes with everything you need to get started. Round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, and wire cutters. You get crimps and snippers, you get tweezers, a little storage box, you get a reamer, you get it all in this get started essential toolkit. $9.95 for your toolkit here. $9.95. $9.95. The DVD, step-by-step instruction to work with ingredients. You need to know how, and if you're just getting started, or perhaps you've already got started and actually you want to be just supervised and to find projects to really release some more creativity, get a DVD like this. Gemma Crow, award-winning Gemma Crow, of course. She won our award for 2013 of Design of the Year, and she has introduced this fantastic DVD, Beading Thread Adventures, where you can really go to town with this one element and maximize on your gemstones, maximize on your design, and really it's an hour-long DVD. Now, if you buy these two items, the toolkit and the DVD, you will get all of this for free. All of this totally and utterly free. Oh, let's not forget you get the organza bags as well.
Of course.
All for free. All. So you've got organza ribbon, you've got monofilament, you've got you've got beading thread, you've got satin cord, beautiful colours of satin cord. Going to go beautifully. If you've got the aquamarine earlier on, if you've got the aquamarine, then that is perfect to go with that. Go with the vivid blues, of course, that we had earlier on as well. Great opportunities. Pearls, of course, would go lovely with the creams. Perfect for the rose quartz that we did as well. You've got all of those, everything here is free. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. The reason that so many people buy from us is because we're the one-stop shop where really prices I don't think can be competed against. When we do deals, we do deals. And this is delicious. If you want to join us, you can pick up the phone or you can join us on the web. I was proud of myself there. You can join us on this deal. All of this is for free. Get started, or perhaps just bulk up your stock list and have yourself a spare toolkit. Be inspired by Gemma Crow's DVD, and you buy the DVD and the toolkit, you get everything else for free. The price you should be paying for all of this is a really good price, actually. I think that $37.20 is justifiable. When you see how much jewellery you're going to be able to make with all of those ingredients, with the tools and the DVD, £37.20. We're going to go better than half price. Everything you see here should be £37.20. The price you're actually paying is £14.90. You can't miss out. You can't afford to miss out on this deal. It's a go, go, go on the phone lines. If you want to join us, you can do so. It's a free phone number that you're dialing, or 800 644 655. You can join us on the web, but don't forget putting in your basket. It's just a wish list. Click your basket into your checkout. That's when you can guarantee that this deal is yours. It's not hanging around. Oh my goodness me, it's definitely not hanging around. If you see it and you want it, £14.90. £14.90. It's your threading packs where you're getting meters of ingredients that will go on and on. Organza ribbons in all of the range of colours, from your pinks to your purple lilacs. You've got your soft cool blues, your placid blues. You've got your monochrome, black and white. Monochrome's huge, of course. Chanel giving you that monochrome appeal, but really heading into the full fashion world. Then on top of that, you've got your wax cords, you've got your beautiful satin cords as well. All of these to get beading threads, elastic, monofilament, you name it, you're getting it for free on this deal. We have gone to town on this opportunity. You can't afford to miss out, because if you miss out, I'm trying to stack them so that you can see everything, but it feels a bit like Jenga. All of these, I used to be quite good at Jenga. All of the, I've got garden Jenga. Yeah, I've got garden Jenga in my garden. We normally play dominoes instead of Jenga though, because my children are not quite old enough to play Jenga, so we play dominoes instead. There you go. Yours for, oh, I've missed a beading thread. Hang on a minute. It's not going to work, is it? All yours for £14.90. Fantastic deal there, and you know it's a good deal. Now just think about birthdays coming up. Who have you got to buy for? Is there somebody who'd like to give, not just a gift there, they go, oh, thanks very much, and then put it to one side, but actually go, thanks very much, and then you give them something that could change their life. And I'm not being funny, lots of people find jewellery making as life-changing. There's lots of people who find themselves in the position where actually perhaps it's something that can be their source of creativity, can be their sense of achievement. If you perhaps have a dexterity problems, one of the nicest things is that getting started is the way to really introduce somebody to something brand new. And a DVD like this is such a great one, because you've got somebody who knows their stuff. Gemma's such a great teacher, and you've got an hour of tutorials and projects to achieve, plus the toolkit, and it's all for £14.90. Everything that you're seeing there is free. Big deal there, very, very big deal. You know it. Congratulations to you, Mandy, Marilyn. I've got Barry, Ruth. Congratulations to you. In fact, interesting, I've got two Ruths, one in Wiltshire and one in County Durham, who's joined us today. So nice to have your company, ladies. You picked up the phone at exactly the same time, ladies. So you're back-to-back buyers, and you're both Ruths, different parts of the country. Isn't that nice?
Isn't it? Yes.
Isn't it? Congratulations. If you're adding to your order today, don't forget you only pay your postage and packaging once for the whole day. So £2.95. £2.95. Now, I've just got, apparently we've had 2 questions in about our pricing. Let me just clarify our pricing. What we'll do is we'll show you the price that you should be paying if you were buying each ingredient statically on our website individually. So the price tag that you should be paying on this was over £30, wasn't it? Now, even if we're showing you that price tag of £30+, everybody pays the final price. Whatever that price ends up at, which is at the moment £14.90, you will pay it. So even if you've joined us at £60, £50, £40, £30, £20, whatever the price tag's been on air, wherever we finish the offer, whatever low price it is, that is the price that you will pay. It doesn't matter when you join us within the offer, you'll always pay the price at the end of the offer, always. It doesn't matter when you join in. And actually, in some ways, it's better to join in early, because if you're joining in early, you're guaranteeing your position within the offer, and then you'll watch the price drop and you'll be even more excited because you'll pay that final low price just like everyone else. So guarantee, when you see something that you like, just guarantee early and then watch that price drop, and you'll pay that low price, whatever that ends up being. And it's £14.90 here. Congratulations if you've got that. Now then, we've done our beady bead, we've done our bringing together and knotting. Now we've got the chance to be able to create this gorgeous web-like design to the pendant. And this web pendant, it's so on trend.
Yes.
It is so on trend. It is just everything that some of the biggest designers are are capturing in their fashion. You know, this lace-like work, there's lots of macrame in, but actually there's also a lot of web formation, so intricacy of design like this is great, isn't it?
Yeah, what I was trying to achieve was something that was quite chunky but light at the same time. I didn't want something too solid.
Yes.
Yeah? And I'd had this idea kicking around for a while, so I thought, well, I'll just have a go, have a try, see how it works out. And I think it's really quite interesting. I think it's worked out rather nicely.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The nice thing is that this is quite a bold statement necklace, but if you wanted to just achieve this look
you can do
against
that.
a chain
Absolutely.
rather than gemstone heavy look,
absolutely.
you could do it that way as well, couldn't
Quite. You? Yep. So yes, and the base of it is actually memory wire. So that circle
really?
is wrist size or the medium size of memory wire. So that's how that starts off.
I think you might have got memory wire with that last bundle as well.
It was, yeah.
Was it memory wire that jumped off the table? Okay, you're going to get the ring memory wire with that deal that we just did to you for £14.90. You are going to get the memory wire. Fabulous.
Great. So yeah, so this starts off with about. The memory wire comes in coils. I don't know how many coils.
14.
14, right. And for this, you're only needing about 1 1/4. So I've snipped it off at about 1 1/4.
Okay.
Remember, don't use your side cutters or your flush cutters because that blunts them really, really quickly.
Yes.
So use a pair of either proper pliers designed for cutting or even a pair of household pliers will do it. That's how I tend to do mine.
Okay.
What you need to do is then, I've started off by making the loop at the top here. You need that because you have to join them together somehow. And also you want something to hang them from. So I've cut them off 1 1/4 turns, and then I'm using short nose, round nose pliers, or short jaw, round nose pliers. And what you need to do is, you need to be quite firm with memory wire. You just have to tell it you're the boss. Yeah. Otherwise it'll walk all over you.
It's strength, isn't it?
It's strength. It's really,
the whole point
really
is
strong.
that it has a memory to it.
And yeah, exactly.
And so you have to really manipulate it to break that memory.
Exactly. So about towards coming to the end of the pliers, and put it in, make sure that you tuck the end in the jaw of the pliers, otherwise it'll stick out and scratch you. Yeah? So you don't want that. Then quite determinedly just bring it round. Little bits at a time, not even a 1/4 turn, just little bits. And bring it round for about 2 turns. So that's coming to about here. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's that bit. So that's that bit. And
that's it?
That's the start of it, yeah?
Okay.
The next bit is, can I just push this over here?
Of course
Thank you
you can,
very much. Right. The next bit is to use those little frosted shell pearls in this lovely kind of a chocolatey colour. So what I've done is I've started off with, this is 0.4 antique bronze wire,
which we do have coming up. We've got the antique bronze coming up. In fact, we might try and grab that now and do the antique bronze bundle because we do have a great deal coming up. So if you could, we'll grab that and do that for you. So
I've started off at this end. So I've started off wrapping it around the memory wire at this end to secure it. Now it's 0.4, 10 turns round equals 4 millimetres, and that's the size of the beads. So what I've done, wrapped it round, put on a bead, and then wrapped it over the bead. So let me just show you that. I'm right-handed, but for some reason I found it easier to wrap this round with my left hand. I'm not sure why.
Ambidextrous.
Don't take too long a length to work with to start with, because it'll just be too long. So I'm just wrapping it round, and as I wrap it round, trying to butt it up to the coil that's next to it. And do that about 10 times. 10 times spaces them out quite nicely. Then take a bead and put the bead onto the memory wire. Don't put the bead onto the copper, antique bronze wire. Put it onto the memory wire.
And the holes are large.
And the holes are
enough to
fine.
take it.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
yeah. Move it along, and then you can actually use the bead to kind of squash up the coil a bit.
Yes.
Yeah? What you're then doing is you're taking the wire and just wrapping it over the bead to hold the bead in place. And wrapping it round again. Okay? So you can just hopefully see there, just in there, how that wire's going over the bead to hold it in place. And you're doing that, as I say, about 10 wraps each time. If you really felt like it, you could put on all the beads first of all and then slide them along, but that just leads to potential for them popping off the end. So they're just keeping a nice tension on it. It's behaving itself now properly. Putting each wrap next to the wrap that you've previously done, and so you can see in this case it's actually worked out quite nicely. They've butted up next to each other quite effectively. Yeah. Yeah. And then pop on another bead and carry on. So that's how it starts off. Yeah.
So that's the full circumference.
So that goes around the whole circle. Yes, so that goes around the full circle. I won't go around the full circle because here's one I prepared earlier. Haha. So with this one, I completed the full circle, and then I tied off at the end, and I wrapped around the two. Sorry, you have to then. Sorry, at the end you have to then put another loop on. I should have mentioned. So you go around it, wrap it on the outside, and then finish it off with another loop. Yeah.
So would you finish it off? Are you looping in exactly the same location where the other loop is?
Yes, as near as you can.
Okay, so you're chopping off a little bit more wire.
So you're chopping off a little bit more wire and then turning it around. You probably need about that much to make that kind of double loop, approximately.
Oh, and you're making a double loop?
Yeah, rather than just, well, it's 1.5 or 2, 1.5 to 2. Just makes it more secure. Yeah, less chance of your wire sliding off the end.
Okay.
So I've already done that on this one here. So I've wrapped around the 0.4mm wire round there to hold it all in place. Then you start on the kind of fun bit. So take about 1 metre of wire and wrap it round a coil. It doesn't really matter which coil. Just wrap it round a coil a couple of times. Squash it in with your pliers to make sure it's not sticking out. Then thread on some beads. Yeah, so
and before we get into the actual formation, and I know there'll be a lot of people who are chomping at the bit because I've picked up the wire, and I know we've had so many messages in about this wire. So many people going, wire, Vicky, when's the wire? Vicky, wire. Okay, I get it. Everybody wants the wire today. We get that, so we're going to do you a deal for the wire. Before we then get into how we create the web-like formation, it's probably best to give you the chance rather than everybody chomping at the bit with me. Right, you've got here a lot of wire, and it's a heavy, heavy opportunity here because you're going to get 100 meters of your 1mm gauge antique bronze. So this is a lot of jewellery making to be had. This is, I would say, towards the professional people who are real hobbyists, people who are real wire workers who are looking to really make their jewellery go far. 100 meters of your 1mm gauge, 100 meters of your 0.8mm gauge, 100 meters of your 0.6mm gauge, and 100 meters of your 0.25mm gauge. This is, oh my goodness me. Has anybody else just read the, I mean, I was looking down because obviously I was putting these down, so I was looking at has anybody else just looked at the graphic? Antique bronze, wire mega bundle, 400 meters of wire for an amazing price. ... 15 pence per meter. Oh my goodness me. The price you should be paying is not the price you're paying. 400 meters of wire, including 100 meters of 1mm. How much is the 1mm gauge 100 meters? $27.95. Half the price, pretty much. Half the price of this whole bundle sits within this one spool. Oh my life, that's $27.95 normally on its own. So that's pretty much half the price of this bundle just there. And then you've got a further 300 meters. It's huge. It's an incredible opportunity. If you do want to join us, you're going to have to be quick. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com. It's a huge wire deal. It's worth the wait. It's worth the text messages. It's worth the messages of wire that I've had coming in. Throughout the land, I've had people texting in. North, south, east, west, everybody going, when's she doing the wire? Come on, Vix. Crack on with the wire. I've got the silver wire coming up, but it's your antique bronze mega bundle deal that we have from you here. You've got 400 meters, your 1 mil gauge, your 0.8, your 0.6 and your 0.25. I mean, these are extraordinarily important wire gauges to work with. And for anybody who has already tasted the wonder of working with wire and wants to really succeed in 2014 being the advancement of your wire work creativity, this is the way to do it. Low price of 15 pence a metre, and that includes the 1 mil, 0.8 and the 0.6, which we all know doesn't come in at anywhere near 15 pence a metre. If we could, we would, but we can't, and that's why you're buying a bundle like this. It's a lot of wire work, and it's a low price tag for what we've got for you here. £15 for each one of those, and actually in reality you should be paying £27.95 for just that one bundle alone, for that one spool of 100 meters of 1 mil gauge. That's cost effectiveness right here, right now. Congratulations. And of course we already know the potential of wire work because we're seeing it right before us, but when you've got so many different gauges, there's so many different permutations of design that you can create.
But it's not only that, it's that colour is fantastic. It's such a useful colour for so many things.
Yeah, vintage is so big this next year.
You know, it goes with bright colours, it goes with natural colours, it goes with soft colours, you can even use it with pastel colours. You've got a whole range of colours you can use it with. Really, really useful.
Versatile. Yeah, you've got it. If you want it, come and grab it. £60. I don't have a huge quantity available on this deal because of course it's such a big saving deal that we don't have a huge amount to be able to bring you, but what we have, it's yours for the taking. So
right, okay, so
we've created the full circumference. Is it circumference, isn't it?
Yes,
the whole surround of wire with the wrapping.
That's it.
Now we're ready to create the weave formation.
So you're going backwards and forwards across the circle. Wrap round your wire to start it off with, around one of the coils, it doesn't matter which one. Pop a couple of beads on and then take it across the wire. So when you come to an intersection, that's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Yep. Try and weave it out and in a little bit. So I've taken it over this one, I'm going to take it under that one, and the beads will move around a little bit. That's okay, that's quite part of the fun of it. I'm going to take it back underneath here again. So that just makes it more firm and just sort of compacts it a little bit.
Okay.
Now I've just about managed to get a kink in that there. So I'm going to hide that in the wrap round the outside. Right, so hopefully you can catch that there. So I'm just going to wrap that round once and then again, just to secure it at the edges and make sure it's not going to play around too much.
Yes.
So then weave it in and out, right, and pop another couple of beads on. Now where shall I go now? I'll go over to this one here. Yep. You can obviously work on both sides. When I was creating it, I turned it over every so often. So a couple of beads at a time. If you're making the whole kit, do set aside some of those beads. Because I've used them in the main part of the necklace as well. Otherwise, and then just use all of them if you want. Yeah,
go to town.
Exactly. Because I think it's one of those things you can put heaps and heaps on. So as you can see, the beads are over here at the edge. I'm just going to slide them along. They may not stay there for terribly long, but that's okay. I'm going to take that underneath here. Oops, I've got a kink in it again. When I was working in this, I thought, now remember to be careful with this wire. Don't put any kinks in it, and I've just done it. The way I found to not put a kink in it is when this loop comes round, is to actually put your finger through it, kind of like that, without any crossover.
It's a little bit like crochet, isn't it, when you're holding it so that it locks in a like a curved way.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I suppose it is a bit, isn't it? And that should hopefully give you less potential for having kinks in it. I've got to the edge again, so round a couple of times. And the reason I've gone round twice, as I say, is to keep it in place more. If you just go round once, there's more potential for it, for sliding up and down that earlier coil. And because we're using the same colour twice, for this part and for the little wraps there, you don't notice it when you go. You don't notice it too much when you go over. Right, I'll come in here now. So I'm going to bring this up. Pop another couple of beads on, and that's basically it. You just keep on doing that.
Yeah.
Until you run out of beads. You can add more wire in quite easily. Whenever you've got to add it in, just wrap it around a couple of times and squash it with your pliers. Right. Put it around here. Now I think this effect would also, the challenge bundle you've given me with the 4mm mixed quartz would work quite nicely with that.
Yeah, lovely.
Maybe in a more spring-like colour rather than something which is more sort of autumnal like this.
Yeah, and when you look at this weave formation, I mean, when you start to consider the likes of Stella McCartney, the likes of the Dior look at the moment, you know, some of the biggest names in the fashion are going for weaves of this type of intricacy. And if you're not going to buy your couture fashion for hundreds of thousands of pounds for one outfit, why not just get that style and that thoughtfulness of detail? And actually the interesting thing is it's a lot of detail, but it's quite a bold statement when it's finished, isn't it?
I think it's because the outside's quite solid. It's quite big on the outside. And I think that's why you've got this sort of very big boldness, but then they've got this sort of lightness and airiness inside it.
Yeah, I agree. And so you're just looking in it. Is it in many ways that when you're weaving in and out, is it a case that you're adding more and more structure by weaving in and out?
Yeah, you're strengthening it up a little bit. Yeah, as you work your way around. So I'm sort of trying to go over and under, and over. You know, whenever it hits another wire, take it in the opposite direction. Doesn't always work, but you'll try and do that. Otherwise, you'll end up with them all floating across the surface.
Yes.
And that will also, when you do this interlacing, that prevents the beads moving around as much. So you can actually position the beads more. So, for example, that one there, let's take this area here, we've got quite a lot happening there. So I could actually move one of those beads over there if I wanted. Yeah, just move it.
Yeah, so you're
around.
playing with them a little bit more for the aesthetic.
Yeah, and then as you weave along and put more beads in, it gets more and more solid and the beads are going to be moving less and less. Yep. So that's basically how that works. Then to finish it, let me see, I'll need to bring this over here. All right. So I'll add a couple of more beads on. When I was making it, I wasn't sure whether to use the quartz, you know, the little quartz, the clear frosted quartz, or to use this, but I think this works quite effectively.
Oh no, I like the richness of it. Yeah, that chocolatey colour and the
great,
frosted finish is lovely against the antique bronze.
Right, so I'm just going to pop that over there, do a little weaving in and out here. Obviously, if you're doing it at home, you're going to be taking a little bit more time on it. And I'm, again, putting it over my finger to try to lessen the possibility of it kinking.
Yeah.
Then when you get up to the top, this is what you're going to hang it from as well. I wrap it round a couple of times, and then, let me just snip off this end. Then take it in and out of here, so you're just binding it round that double loop. And that means hopefully you won't see very much, if any at all, of the silvery coloured wire, because it's all going to be covered up with blue. No, it's going to be covered up with brown.
Yes, of course, with the antique bronze. And is this point? Is this point?
This is point 4. Yeah.
You can use the 0.6, couldn't you? I presume.
I think you could do, yes. I had some of the 0.4, so that's why I went for it. And then carry it on round. Then finally, put the beads in the positions that you want. There's less on here than there are in the finished piece. Then take a pair of chain nose pliers or flat nose pliers and tighten them up. So you do that just by putting a little twist in the wire.
Right.
So you're doing that like that. And that just tightens it up a little bit.
Can I just get you to, can we do that again? If I do that again, and we just get, can you show us that again on the overhead camera so that we can see?
Right. So I've laid it flat, putting it in there, and then just giving it a little tweak, like that. Yeah, is that coming back?
And so that's just locking the.
So that's locking them in a little bit more. It's making sure that the wire isn't sort of a bit ziggy. I don't know how to express it. If the wire isn't tight enough, it's going to be a bit bendy, isn't it? It's not going to be quite straight.
So you're giving the kinks, but in a specific way to add tight, make it taut.
So it makes, that's it, thank you, taut. So it makes it more taut, and also makes it look a bit straighter, and of course it adds a little bit more of a design statement in there also. And just do that a few times.
It definitely has more of a weave-like look when you start to give that kink though, doesn't it?
Now, it's still slightly curvy, as you can see, and you should be able just to There, just bend it a little bit to get it straight again. That's better. Yeah. And that's primarily, that's the basic way of achieving that.
That's fab. I mean, it's just so simple, isn't it?
It is very simple. Yeah.
But yet, like the effectiveness of getting that look, especially for the season as it is, as the you know, weave a web type of formation of many of the fashion looks of the season, you can achieve that with this one look. You could get that big look, you can get that statement look, you could go for intricate, you could go for bold, you know, you've really got that chance to work with it, haven't you? Get your own style towards
exactly,
it.
and I've gone across the circle, sort of zigzagged across the circle. If you're really good at it, you could probably do in bands. You know how the pictures you showed us earlier
yes.
showed the dresses with different colour block bands? You could probably do bands of
and
different
actually
colours.
could use reds and turquoises and start to mix up the colours to really infuse impact.
Yeah.
If you want. Oh, I see. Apparently Patty Menorca's watching today. Patty, we're going to go and visit. Patty, it's our Jewellery Maker family holiday trip. We're all going to. Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat.
What's the weather like in Mallorca today?
It won't be as nice as here, will it?
Is Pat in Mallorca or Menorca? Which one's Pat? Menorca, isn't it? We had Menorca and we had Mallorca. Did we have Mallorca as well? We've got viewers literally who are just in warm places who we're most jealous of. So we've decided that we're just going to have a family Jewellery Maker holiday out there.
What a great idea.
Yeah, and Pat's cool. Pat's like, yeah.
Is Pat happy about it?
Yeah, Pat's fine.
Are we going to stay with Pat? Or
yeah,
is she
we're staying with Pat.
Staying with Pat.
No,
right,
we're staying with Pat.
Oh, right, good.
Yeah, Pat's open for a house full, aren't you, Pat? We'll sleep on the floor. It's like some kind of sleepover. Yeah, but in Menorca. We could sleep in the garden if it's that nicer weather. Yay! If you would like to join us, the wire is available in the antique bronze, limited quantity left. Now it's time for what you keep on testing. So, you know, I've done the antique bronze and I said, okay, lots of text coming thing, what about the wire, what about the wire? I did the antique bronze, I was still getting text, what about the wire? So, just to save Pip's sanity of so many people texting in about the wire, we're going to do wire right now. This is what everybody's been asking for. Everybody's been demanding, requesting and requiring, and now is the time for us to go to town. Now, first of all, I've just picked up something that I didn't realise was in this bundle. I did not realise that within this bundle you're going to get 1.5mm gauge wire as well as your classic 1 and your 0.6. You've also got 0.8 and 0.25. Wow. 1.5mm gauge wire. So 1.5mm gauge wire, that's your torque style. That is your big luxury wire. I know loads of people have been asking us about creating torque necklaces. And actually, with that lovely pendant that we've just created here, you could just need a 1.5 torque necklace.
That'd be fabulous, wouldn't
and wouldn't
it?
that be a great centerpiece? That's the way to make life easy for yourself, isn't it? Is to use something like a torque necklace and add in individual pendants, especially to get the look of the moment. You've got loads of people already on the lines. So 1.5, I've had loads of people asking, so I'm not surprised that the phone lines are heaving. 1mm gauge, it's 100 metres again. Yes, 100 metres of your 1mm gauge wire. Then on top of that, a further 100 metres of your 0.8mm gauge. Then on top of that, another 100 metres of your 0.6mm gauge. And to top it all off, another 100 metres. This time it's your 0.25mm gauge. So all together you are getting here 410 metres of wire. That includes 1.5, 1mm, 0.8, 0.6 and 0.25mm. These are essentials, these are demanded and requested gauges that we have on a day-to-day basis, but in a bundle like this we don't see them often, especially not with a 1.5. I mean, that's really big. Now the price that you should be paying is £92.75. The price you should be paying is £92.75. Have you just matched 15 pence a metre from the last deal? Pip has just decided to match the deal that he did with the antique bronze, but Pip, you've got 1.5mm gauge in that as well. I don't know whether you're applying a lot of logic today, Pip. I don't feel like 1.5mm gauge, 15 pence a metre. It's just the way to do it. You've got a lot of jewellery make. Again, silver is probably the most popular of our wires, and you've got the chance. It's so busy today on those phone lines and on the web. Congratulations, Sylvie, you've definitely got yours. Karen, you've got yours. Magdalene, congratulations. Pauline and non-aspire in North Yorkshire. Christine in East Sussex. Elaine's joined us in Hertfordshire. Lots of web buyers who haven't checked out the basket yet should be paying over £90. £61.50 is all you pay for your full bundle. 410 metres, working out, Pip's worked out 15 pence a metre, and that includes 15 pence a metre for your 1.5mm gauge torque style wire. That's a lot of potential for one very low price tag. Huge opportunity. And web buyers, please, 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 can I reiterate one thing? Putting into your basket, especially today, you can't afford to put into your basket and then think that this is going to be around when you go to check out later on in the day. If you don't check out your basket now, and that's Topaz in West Lothian, Merseyside, Glamorgan, London, Powys, Norfolk, Yorkshire, West Midlands, if you don't check out your basket, and I've got at least a dozen people who haven't checked out your basket, if you don't check out your baskets, I don't know whether you're going to get this. I've got a lot of people still holding on the lines, and there's every chance. I've got more people on the lines than I have quantity available. So if you don't check out your baskets now, you might not get this deal at all. So please, if you see it and you want, I mean, you've showed me that you want it because you've clicked. 61.50. 61.50. What? You're going to put new text on your screen. Let's have a whoop whoop. Got mine, doing the victory dance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jewellery Maker rock. Andrew in Scarborough, doing the victory dance. I need to know what the victory dance looks like. I need some kind of victory dance explanation there, because my victory dance is probably different to Ben's victory dance, which is different to Pete's victory dance. And I'm sure, Maggie, you definitely have a victory dance. I know you've got a victory dance inside you.
I'm not going to do it, though. Don't ask me.
Ah, see, I was nearly
Foiled
there.
Again.
If she'd agreed, you know, I'd have made her do it. We need to know about what do you do a victory dance? If you've got, so I do a victory dance. I'm going to keep it to myself. If Maggie's not doing that, I'm not doing it.
Well, shall I do mine then?
See,
I can't. All those beads are all over the floor.
Oh yes, the beads are all over. Be careful, be careful.
So my beads are
victory dance. Ready for Maggie's victory dance. So if you know what it feels like to get a great deal, you have the victory dance, don't you? Ready?
Right, I go. Like that.
Nice. Do you want to see my victory dance? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my victory. Ben, have you got a victory? I don't want to know about Ben's victory dance.
Why not?
I think you should have the chance to do your big victory dance, Ben.
I'm thinking about, yeah, £61.50. Oh. If you want to, say again. Sarah in Tipperary is apparently doing some serious victory dancing right now because she's multi-buying in Tipperary. Tell you what, it's a long way. If you want to join us, 0800 644 you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. What's your victory dance? I need to know what your victory dance is. Now in Mallorca, or even Menorca, I reckon in Pat, Pat hasn't got a coat on. She's been walking her dog in Menorca walking a dog, and she says it's a lovely day. I reckon Pat's victory dance has some kind of cocktail in hand. So her victory dance is probably quite a delicate, maybe one-handed jive, because she's sipping a cocktail at the same time. That's the image I have of Pat. Pat, if that's right, it might be a fruit cocktail, Pat, but I'm still thinking that you have a cocktail. And Pat, if it is a fruit cocktail and we're all coming, it might not be when we arrive. Hang on, I've got clarification of what a victory dance is up in Scarborough. Stand, circles her arms in front of her. Oh, it's my dance.
Sounds like yours, yeah.
Look, it is, see? Yeah! Yay! See, Scarborough does it like I do with the victory dance. Oh yeah, I need to rock down into Scarborough now. Now I'm going to Menorca, I'm heading to Scarborough first. Scarborough's a little bit easier. It's more accessible, I'm reckoning. I'll do the victory dance in Scarborough, then I'll head over to Menorca, if that's all right. Can I just say, this is serious. You know how I said that there's beads everywhere? This is not funny. Right, this is genuine. I told you there was beads everywhere. I wasn't underestimating them. I must have had like a dozen beads. Oh, now I know how to pinch some gemstones. I just put them in my... I maybe thought 2 or 3 might fall. Oh, there's another one! I'm reproducing beads from them somehow. £61.50. Congratulations if you've got that deal. Fantastic. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, hey, great. If you want to join us, of course, last of stock. How many have we got left, Pip? Oh, single quantity figures. How many web buys have not checked out? Oh, stop the clock. We've got a buyer in Arizona joining us. Oh, we're going up in the world. We're going up. We've got Scarborough, we've got Menorca, and now we've got Arizona. Lovely to have your company today. I tell you what, if you're going to check out your basket, you've got to do it right now, because I have got single quantity figures and I've got over 12 people who haven't checked out their baskets. You choose. If you're going to get it, you've got to get it now. Congratulations. Where have those gems gone? I don't understand.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
Even when you've got a pile of emerald that looks like this, even some of the larger gemstones, which are mainly reserved to put into jewellery, if you hold one of the bigger stones up to the light, you'll notice that only part of the gemstone is light and gem-worthy.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
It's busy, busy, busy. I've still got people who haven't checked out the basket, and I think I've got something like 3 bundles left of that wire. 8 left. Okay, the computer's we've just refreshed. We've got 8 bundles left of the wire, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people who haven't checked out their baskets. And I've got 5 people still on the phone lines. Okay. Now, there obviously is some kind of maths where somebody's going to miss out. So if you don't check out your basket now, then there's every chance that you won't get that. Now, did our buyer in Arizona join us? Yes, Joanne from Arizona. Oh, isn't that exciting? Now, obviously, I might know Joanne, she might join us on Rocks. And if you do, hi, Joanne, lovely to have you company. Rocks is our sister channel that broadcasts in America. And so we have previously done Jewellery Maker on our Rocks channel, so you might have joined us then. And now you're finding us here. And it's great to have your company, Joanne, over in Arizona. I'm thinking it might be a little bit warmer than it is here over in Arizona. I might be wrong, but I'm just suggesting, just like Pat in Menorca, is that the idea? Okay, we've decided, now Joanne, obviously we're inviting ourselves over now because Pat in Menorca has offered that we can go and visit her on holiday, just for a road trip, just, you know, Jewellery Maker team. There's only maybe 30 or 40 of us. So what I'm thinking is that we head to Menorca and then we pick up Pat, and Pat is going to come with us because, you know, 1 extra person is nothing. And we're going to go and see Joanne in Arizona. Then we can head into Scarborough on the flight back, because of course then we can all do the victory dance in Scarborough. Got it? It's like we're thinking. That's what happens here at Jewellery Maker when we think. It's why we don't do it very often. We have got for you designer inspiration. It's the last hour of the show and loads to fit in, lots and lots of opportunities. If you do want the wire bundle, I reckon I've probably got, how many have I got left of the wire bundle now, Pip? 5 left of the wire bundle. So people who are still on the line still haven't guaranteed their place, and those people who are on the webs who haven't guaranteed, then you need to do so now. 5 left. Ooh, not long. Okay, still got people to be allocating. Might be brand new buys, you see, going through the process of purchasing if they're on the phone lines. Right. This bundle is all about drama. It's about getting a backdrop to other colours, and it's about getting a stable impact design to your jewellery. If you want to go for the little black dress number, you don't always have to add that hot colour. You don't always have to colour contrast against black. Black is such an elegant, easy wear colour that in many ways it's the ultimate easy look to achieve on a day-to-day basis. I know that because that's what I live in. I love wearing black. One of the things I like about wearing black is that I find it very comfortable, and I often think that it creates a really nice silhouette. And in particular, when you're wearing black with your jewellery, for me it highlights. It's a real definition. It's 100% saturated tone in black. So if you want to go to the contrast, 0 tone would be, of course, something like a clear quartz or a diamond. 100% tone is a black feature stone like your onyx and your agate that we're offering you here. Now you've got a lovely mixture of shapes combined together. You've got your faceted elongated drops. Now the length of these, you're looking at 30 by 10. You've got your faceted rounds of your stripe agate. You've then got your diamond shapes, your columns. You've got your coins, which are then through drilled to an angle, so you've got this lovely almost scale-like formation, so they sit against each other. And then on top of that, you've also got your combination. Oh no, there you go. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. 5 strands, jet black, impact silhouette gemstone. And as I say, you could put it against a really bright colour like orange and just look how well it creates even more impact to the colour. But actually you could work it against a much lighter, fresher tone, like something like a softer shade of green. Look at how beautiful it highlights the softness of that green against that richness of the black. Of course, you could go for your monochrome. Huge look monochrome. It doesn't matter what season you're in, daytime, evening wear. You might spring or summer, autumn, winter, doesn't matter. It might be 2020, it might be 2040, it doesn't matter. Monochrome is never going to go out of fashion, so you could look that combination again. You've got a big opportunity here because you've got 5 strands going under £5 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands going under £5 each. All right then, let's go even lower. 5 strands going to less than £4 each. These are real essential stash builders. These are the kind of bundles where you'll work with these time and time again, even if it's drop pairs of earrings you want to achieve. Just simple little black dress and a pair of drop earrings, and you could easily, I mean, this is brand new ways to create jewellery. If you watch it for the first time, don't forget you get a free tutorial booklet and DVD with your first purchase with us, and actually the step-by-step to create a pair of earrings, it couldn't be any easier. Add a head pin and then just add a shepherd hook. My goodness me, that's it, and you've got yourself a classic pair of little black earrings. It can't be any more simple than getting ingredients like this to get a maximum quality to your jewellery. Of course, I've got the pearl necklace on at the moment, and this pearl necklace is actually just a single strand of pearls. You might want to work the pearls against a black backdrop like these Onyx, or perhaps against the faceted stripe agate. And what a way to really add that monochrome, but with a twist of almost Chanel-inspired luxury. Pearls with a black backdrop. Wow, what a magnificent achievement that's going to be. Yours for the taking. Congratulations for joining us here. £19.95 for your 5 feature strands. Congratulations. Now then, if you're going to go for a seductive look, and I'm going a little bit evening sexy, and you've got black, what would you want to mix with it? I'd mix it with red. I'd go black and red. I'd go with ruby. Oh, look at that. That says to me, naughty but nice. That says to me, a little bit naughty, but oh, incredibly luxurious. And that's what you want from your jewellery at times. You don't want it to just be easy, maybe day wear jewellery. You want a little bit of something sassy, and ruby can give you sass. I mean serious, sexy sass. We don't, and we haven't seen ruby like this. Am I allowed to do, have I got to wait? Is it in my special Crystal Maze section? Okay, for those of you who have watched before, you'll know that I'm a bit infatuated by getting a team together for the Crystal Maze. Now, I know that the Crystal Maze is not on a programme at the moment. I know it's just on repeats, but I'm predicting that sometime in the future they will bring back the Crystal Maze. So because I know that, in my mind this is going to happen, I need a team ready. So over the past few weeks and months, I've been selecting certain members of the Jewellery Maker team and challenging them with Crystal Maze things to see if they can be in my team, if they're good enough. I'm being very selective. I'm doing some very, very hard tasks. So far, I'm struggling, to be honest. I haven't tried yet with Pete or with Ben, but we'll get there. You know, I'm looking for team members who have strength, who have got mental. I want physical. I want all of that. This is my Crystal Maze challenge. That's me in the Crystal Maze, like Richard O'Brien. I want this to happen. Do you think I might be able to go to a production company and suggest that I could be the new Richard O'Brien? I'll shave my head and everything. I would. I mean, I'd look like a golf ball because I've got such a round head, but I would do it. Golf ball, Vicki Brown, I don't mind. I will do that. My Crystal Maze challenge within this section is in my barrel of... This is my Crystal Maze, you see, because I have to put my hand in and I get to pick different ingredients. I've got everything inside here is one of the strands bundles that we have. Now, if I open it up like this, I pick out my first Crystal Maze. What's it going to be? Oh, I need to look it up, don't I? Look. My first one. Well, I tell you what, this is the way to begin the Crystal Maze Challenge. We're going to have to pick up the pace because I've got loads to fit in. And I tell you what, I'm so going to get all of these through because that's my challenge for myself. We're starting off with Botswana agate. Botswana agate. Let's have a look. What can we do? Let's have a look. Botswana agate. What can we do? Oh! Is this, what number is this? Number 22. Hang on. No! Oh, it's right at the back. It's right here. Okay, Botswana agate. Botswana agate is my first thing. It's my Crystal Maze Challenge. Botswana. Now, I will say, you've told me the price on this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to tell you the price because the Crystal Maze Challenge, how about less than a tenner? Less than 9. Less than 8. Less than 7. Crystal Maze Challenge number 1, your Botswana agate. Puffy pairs, 20 by 15. I love the colours that you're getting here. Fabulous qualities. Almost like a bumblebee jasper for those of you who've seen that feature gemstone. And you've got all of those warm, rich colours coming together. Not 10, not 9, not 8, not even 7. How about yours for the taking for just $6.95. Of course, Botswana agate is one of our most popular gemstones around. It has so much depth of quality to it, so many different varieties of colours. And when you start to think about all the colours that we're seeing in the fashion world, whether you're going to go for your Celestia of orange, whether you're going to go for your Paloma greys, perhaps you're going to go for your sand tones, you've got them all here within this one strand. $6.95. Okay, so that's challenge number 1 from the Crystal Maze. Let's pick up another one, and the next one I've got is lavender amethyst is my next up. Lavender amethyst, number box 8, straight onto box 8, and look at the softness of tone that you're getting from this lavender amethyst. It's got a delicacy about it. It's got a real subtlety of tone. Really, really elegant. Of course, coming up to the birthstone for this gemstone, not that long away actually, if you think about it. So if you do want to join us and get that look for the month of February, beg your pardon, now is the time to do so. Lavender amethyst, of course, with those radiant orchid colours, you've really got that softness to tone, but that freshness, which is going to be the colour that you're going to indulge in over the whole of 2014. It's 100 carats of lavender amethyst that I'm offering you, and I've got lots of people joining us already. It's a limited stock offer. Price tag on this, how low can we go? And the answer is just £11.95. That's a lot of jewellery potential for £11.95. That is a lot of quality. I mean, you might just want to mix it again with the pearls and have the softness of the beautiful, delicate pinks and purples. I mean, the hue of amethyst is so interesting because the colour, the spectrum of colour is all about the saturation and the tonal quality. So the lightness of tone to then, of course, the richest of tones. You've got that medley coming together here. £11.95. Straight on we go, and we're going on to the next Crystal Maze. Now then, I do have some pink choices here. I'm going to go for a pink one. I don't know what the pinks are, so I'm intrigued to find out. What are the pinks? What does it say? What does it say? Really? This is a star buy. It's the star buy. We're doing it now. Are you joking? Oh my goodness me. Okay, I'm going for it. It's time for your star buy. I tell you what, I love this game. Star buy time. It's your Crystal Maze pearls. Now then, just take a look at this. Oh, that might caught my microphone, sorry about that. But just take a look at this on the neckline. When I saw this strand, and I came to have a look at it while Jen was presenting this morning, because I needed to look, because the picture is so exceptional. The quality of these pearls looks so good. I had to see for myself whether they really were that good, and they are that good. These are, for me, ultimate luxury pearls. I know it says 10 to 11. I'm saying you've got 11 mil rounds. That's what I see. luxury. That's what I feel against my skin. I don't see ovals, I see rounds. I feel quality in every single pearl here. These are luxury pearls. Now, luxury pearls should be coming in at a price, and instead of me doing a price tag and a price comparison to perhaps pearls that you can get in the auction houses of London for hundreds of pounds or thousands of pounds, instead of me going to the designer boutiques and again hundreds if not thousands of pounds for pearls, actually I want to tell you about the price researching I've done on the high street. Got 3 different price comparisons that I've made today at around about 12 o'clock noon. I did price comparisons to the high street. Now, price comparisons, I can't give direct comparisons because of course these are necklaces that you are buying in silver, and on top of that I don't know the size of the pearls because they don't give me that information, and I don't know the quality of the pearls either. So those are the 3 things I will highlight, that I can't do exact price comparisons because it's just not possible with the information that you gain on the website. But this is something that I really must highlight, the fact I've done research right today at noon for a pearl necklace that you could actually create for yourself. We do sterling silver clasps, etc. You could look at this. Now take a look at my price research. Place number 1, as you can see, price number 1, Beaverbrooks. Beautiful classic pearl necklace, but it doesn't tell me the size, not that I could find. £65. Now that, I think that is one of the best priced pearl necklaces that I could really find, right? Then, on top of that, price research number 2, there should be another 2, guys, if you've got them, have you? Okay, there was another 2, and I will just say to you, because I have got slides to show you, but we can't find them. Slide number 2 is your Beaverbrooks. I also did H. Samuel's, and H. Samuel came in at something like £100 and something for a pearl necklace. And then I did Heinz Jewellers, and they were selling a synthetic pearl necklace by a branded name for £45. Now there's a high street jewellers, my research only, and as I say, I can't do direct comparisons. I don't know the size of their pearls, I don't know the quality of their pearls. I know that obviously the Heinz jewellers, they actually they weren't even pearls, they were synthetics, but they were charging £45 for that necklace. There are a lot of places that will charge you considered purchase money for pearl necklaces, and they won't charge you 45 or 65 if we've seen there. Actually, they charge you hundreds of pounds. Those were some of the best prices that I could come up with. You could create your own classic luxury, and these are luxury pearls. For me, they're not ovals. To me, the way I'm wearing them and when I feel them, they're rounds. They are classic rounds, 11mm, not perfect rounds, but they certainly have much more of a round than they do oval. Your price tag on this deal is not 45, it's not 69, it's nowhere near the prices you could pay elsewhere for a classic pearl necklace. You could achieve your classic pearl necklace for just $12.95. Quality, luxury, genuine pearls for £12.95. If you want to join us, you're going to have to be so quick. This is your start buy deal. Go, go, go. 0800 644 655. Join us at the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Rosemary, you've got yours. North Yorkshire, anonymous buyer. Buys in Warwick, Staffordshire, Hampshire, Merseyside, buying 2. Dumbartonshire, congratulations to you. Somerset, Essex. I've got another buyer in Essex. Another buyer in Somerset. Congratulations to you all. Fantastic deals to be had here. £12.95 for luxury size, luxury quality pearls. I mean, just look, we can give you close up, we can give you the quality here. I've got people putting it into their baskets on the web who haven't checked out, and of course, unfortunately, I can't guarantee that you'll be successful. And I'm not saying that they're absolute rounds, because that wouldn't be true, because if these were rounds, we would have to charge around about the 20, 30, 40 pound marker ourselves. But actually, these have got to be as close to round as you can get for £12.95. And in terms of size, you're looking at 10 to 11mm easily on these. £12.95. My research that I did at noon today, and I was trying to find not your high price to £100 pieces. I was trying to find best high street prices that I could, so I could give you the best of pricing elsewhere. £65. £65 for pearls on a necklace on the high street in Beaverbrooks. And as I say, I did H. Samuels, I also did F. Hines, another high street jewellers. I did all of those, and I did research. I mean, I was looking at synthetic pearls in the high street for £40+. Synthetic, you know, man-made, potentially what is plastic, man-made, pretend pearls for £45. Extraordinary. Absolutely. Oh, you've got the price. Have you found them? Ah, brilliant. Well done. Oh, there you go. That's it. That is, can you see at the top? Sterling silver freshwater pearl necklace. Price reduction from £49 to £36.99. Now that was H. Samuel. And that was the best of what I could, in terms of trying to find something that had some kind of a detail that I could connect to. £36.99. That's the best price that I could find in terms of what I wanted to show you. Not to go for the hundreds of pounds that they did have available, because I could have showed you pieces and necklaces that were £150, £200. I could have easily shown you those as price comparisons, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get much more real about the pricing, where you could see on the high street. And as I say, I can't compare the quality because I don't know their quality. What I can say is that these are the quality that we will put our name to, and that's essential to us. If we're going to put our name to these, we want to make sure you're getting the quality, and that's what you've got for £12.95. Congratulations if you've joined us on this one. It's busy, 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 and rightly so. Gillian, you've got yours in Hampshire. Great to have your company. Alison, I've also got Elizabeth in Cambridgeshire. Rosemary's there in Devon. Manuela, congratulations to you, multi-buying. Christine in London, lovely to have your company. I've also got Joan in Norfolk. How is it there over in Norfolk? I've got Buys in Tayside, Nottinghamshire. Congratulations to you. Hold those phone lines for me. It's busy, busy, busy. Christine's there, just joined us in London. Leslie's in Yorkshire. Congratulations. £12.95. Ah, Joanne's joined us in Arizona again. Yay. Okay, Joanne from Arizona has said, yes, we are allowed to come. Whoop, whoop. I mean, we're doing some serious road tripping right now, aren't we? It's not even a road, it's like plane trip and everything. So, Joanne has said we can go to Arizona, but we have to be prepared. Guess what the temperature is? 74 degrees.
Sounds horrible.
Oh, what a nightmare for you, Joanne. I mean, it must be so hard to have that kind of lovely. I mean, obviously, we like being in the cold here. I mean, we like being cold because obviously it saves us buying sun cream. We like the fact that when we wake up on a morning, we can see our breath. We like the fact that we have to scrape the car, don't we? We like that because obviously it's exercise. It's exercise. You see, Joanne, we have exercise in the morning because we have to scrape off the frost. It's action, you see? You know, all of those things keep us exercise based, isn't it? That's the exercise for the day.
That's one of them, yeah, absolutely.
So Joanne, Arizona at 74 degrees, you win some, you lose some. I know where I'd rather be. £12.90. It's great to have your company wherever you are, whether you're in Arizona, whether you're in Derby, whether you're in Hampshire, wherever you're joining us. It is an absolute privilege to have your company today. £12.90. It's rather nice for us to be so, you know, globally
I think it's fabulous.
Available, isn't it?
Mm.
I need to start talking a little bit more posh now, though. Now I know we have buyers across the continents. I feel like perhaps I need to talk just that little bit clearer. I feel like perhaps I just need to pronounce just a little bit more. That's how I feel now. Now, Joanne, you've made me talk just that little bit more English. £12.95. Okay, let's keep moving on that. Congratulations, loads of people bought that. Back to the crystal maze. What am I going to pick out next? What am I going to pick out next? I don't know the answer. This one. Next up on the crystal maze. Now I still have got Kunzite, ruby and sapphire to bring you in half an hour. Before that, I have got you stripe agate, box 14. Oh, they're love. Oh, it's like cappuccino. Cappuccino. Or as my sister says, she has a cafe latte. My sister doesn't go for a cafe latte. She goes for a cafe latte.
Sounds right.
Yeah, cafe latte.
Don't they say that's the difference between north and south? How you say bath?
Bath.
Or bath?
Bath.
I always say bath.
Bath, I think.
And if
bath.
you're from further south, you go bath.
Ben's trying to decide how he says bath.
I use both.
Do you?
Yeah, it depends what mood I'm in.
Depends on what mood you are. You like to travel north to south, do you?
Yeah.
That's fine. We have got for you brown stripe agate. I think I might say bath. Not. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655. And you've got here your cafe latte colours. You've got your chocolates. They're almost, you know, the richness of your cocoa bean mixed with your caramels. You've got some creams mixed in there. You've got some really medley coloured tones. But the banding is what makes these gemstones so fascinating, because it's a little bit of history. It's the formation of the Earth's crust in these individual ridges that make such a luxury finish to your jewellery. You've really got something different in every single one. Caramels, cocos, chocolates, all together. And one price tag only, 400 carats in total you've got here for just £6.95. Oh yeah, £6.95. You've got a lot of jewellery to be had here. And of course, you could select the bounded, or you could select the one colour, for example. Rather than talk about it, let's show you. You can actually go for a look like this, or you're really making the most of the pattern, or you might actually just go for something simple like a one stone colour, and you can see those lovely warm caramel tones. Yours for £6.95. Congratulations on that deal. Onwards we move, and this is rather nice. It's nice randomness, isn't it? I picked up pink and I wasn't even looking. I picked up the pink and I wasn't even looking. Okay, what is it going to be? Oh, yes! It's time for your Kunzite. Ah, I love this. It's time for another star. Bye. Now we have obviously had the chance to be able to bring you some fantastic gemstones today. You've got Zorite garnet within our day show. You've had the opportunity to own Zircon, the gemstone of history. Now I bring you a gemstone of the jewellery trade. This is the stone of choice for many, many jewellery makers. This is the gemstone that's classified as the evening stone because it has a phosphorescence that captures and harnesses light and then glows in darkness. Yes, that's the wonderment of Kunzite. This gemstone sat as the shop windows of Tiffany's opened. This gemstone was at the centre when it was first found, and it remained as an exclusive gemstone to Tiffany's for many years. This is the stone that I think helped to define the luxury of the brand of Tiffany's. And the gentleman who found it, which of course this gemstone is named after, this is Des Kunz, who sourced this gemstone while working for Tiffany's as the chief gemologist. This gemstone has such a historically designer revere. Now, because it's a designer gemstone, its history is fascinating. And I've got a little bit of a slide to show you here, because there's a history of this stone that a lot of people don't know about. Take a look at this. The very pink of perfection, according to Oliver Goldsmith. And this gemstone's history is in Tiffany's, and we've seen that this gemstone has that historical quality. But I'm going to show you guys. Can you find the slide with the one with the picture of the ring for me, please? Because this piece here was bought by JFK himself for his wife as a Christmas gift in 1963. This 47 carat Kunzite ring sold for more than $400,000 at Sotheby's. The gemstone itself is said to be one of the finest Kunzites that has ever been found. The sad news is he never actually gave it to his wife. because he was shot before he gave it. It's a gemstone that has historical reverence. In a wonderful way, this gemstone has romanticism steeped within its beauty. The gemstone that formed the brand of Tiffany's by many people's estimations. Tiffany's as a brand is all about luxury. Tiffany's is always about luxury, and you've really got that sense of quality, femininity, that real sense of sophisticated wonderment to your jewelry creations when working with Kunzite of this grade. The gemstone that desired the likes of JFK to present to his wife. That's the quality of gemstone that we're offering you here. A gemstone of such fine features that you have got the chance to work with that we've never had the privilege of being able to offer you other than in this one moment right now. How about owning 80 carats of Kunzite? That works out at around about 7 carats per gem on this strand, and your price tag is less than, I was about to say less than £50. I was about to say less than £50, and I tell you what, forget that. When you start to consider that gemstones of this regard, of this caliber, can sell, well, you see, for thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands of pounds in auction houses, you've now got the chance to get the wonder of the Tiffany gemstone, as it's known by many a gemologist, for just £39.95. Now, you've got 11 on my strand here. That means if we work it out, it works out around about 7 carats per stone for $39.95. You could easily see a gemstone of this caliber for going for hundreds if not thousands of pounds, and yet here I am offering it to you, a full strand, for $39.95. Massive congratulations if you've got that. I've had loads of people waiting for that deal. You've snapped it up, and that's the way to do it. Kunzite, the Tiffany, and just think of the conversations you're going to have when you're making jewelry with gemstones of that regard. Just think of the conversations, think of the wonder that you're going to have, that you've got the chance to be able to do something so special. Okay, straight on now, I've got probably about 20 minutes or so to be able to offer you more deals, and we've still got the ruby and the sapphire to fit in. This is my crystal maze challenge, and we're moving on. Now, we've already seen this strand, crackled quartz. We've already seen crackled quartz in box 18, and you have here, going to go great if you got that monochrome, the black with the onyx and the agate, and now you've got this amazing contrast, the pure whites, that frosted finish, that icicle of crackling internal textures. Actually, what happens in this gemstone is that it's exposed to a thermal shock to create the internal dynamic. So exposed to heat and then instant exposure to cold creates this beautiful internal dynamic that gives a real lift, a life, an energy to the gemstone that you wouldn't probably always get within this type of formation of quartz. It's a fabulous strand to work with because it's going to dance in the light, especially against backdrops of the likes of your black onyx. And you've got the chance to get this deal, and again we're pushing those prices as low as we can. 250 carats of clear crackle quartz you're receiving here in your 10mm rounds for just $4.95. $4.95 for a 10mm rounds. Is that possible? Are we allowed to do that for 10mm rounds? Are we allowed to do 10mm rounds for 4mm? No, can we? Okay, we can because we've done it. 10mm rounds for £4.95. Goodness me, that is serious pricing that you've got to make the most of, and I've got instant reaction on the web. People who didn't expect that price tag who are now pouncing. There's often a case when we do prices like that shock us. It's a bit of a delayed reaction. It takes about 10-20 seconds for people to go, oh, $4.95. And then you pick up the phone, and that's when we see that instant. I've got double buyers already on this deal. $4.95 for what is an essential to the foundations of your jewellery making, a real way to impact. Under a $5. Congratulations to your multi-buyers on this one, and also people who are adding to their order. Of course, it's one postage and packing for the whole day with us here at Jewellery Maker. So you can buy once, you can buy 20 times. It doesn't make a difference. You've already paid your postage and packaging once. You can keep on adding throughout the day, and that includes, of course, our Miss It Miss Out show from 5 o'clock today through till 9. You've got Ed's company. He's got some great deals to look forward to. So clearance deals. He's got some last of stock offers, and of course that means you can keep on maximising on the deals that you've already bought from us here on the mid show, and of course from the morning show. If you've got the bead loom, as we launched it today, very popular, then you can keep on adding to your order. Straight on, and I'm not looking. What have I picked up? This time we're going for, oh, pre-night. Pre-night. Oh, now which one is it? 15. Box 15 is your plain rounds of pre-night. Fresh. That's what I always think of pre-night. And in particular at the moment, when we start to investigate this colour of gemstone, you instantly know that you're heading to the fashion world of the spring colours of 2014. I don't know where my little, oh, there they are. Maggie, would you do me a favour and just pass me the, that one? That's it, that's the one. The big pile of. Oh, the big pile. Yeah, that's the one, thank you, because hemlock is one of the colours of the season. Now, as soon as I show you this colour, you'll see what I mean by it is the colour of the season in terms of softness of tone. If you're going to go for going the lightest of fresh greens, then you're going to go for pre-night. It is the colour, isn't it? It is the colour of hemlock. One of the colours of spring 2014 is your pre-night. And you've got the chance to add that colour for less than... Less than a tenner? Oh yeah, less than a tenner with some change. £5.95 is all you pay pre-night with those beautiful colours that match one of the most astoundingly beautiful colours for your spring and summer collection. Pantone, of course, are the colour gurus of the fashion world. So what they say goes. And you can see here we are going with genuine gemstones and capturing those colours as only we know how with luxury. Pre-night for less, and I mean less than £6 for that deal. Less than £6. Straight on we go. Straight on we go, Miss Moneypenny. Straight on we go. Oh yes, I've got to keep on my crystal maze. I've nearly I was waiting for instruction there. Okay, my next one are from my crystal maze findings. It's more pre-night. Seriously? Yeah, look. More pre-night. No, let's do it. We've had the smaller strand. Let's do the bigger strand to match alongside it. Why not? And let's do a big deal. Oh, I like the edge of these. I love the way that you've got something totally different. You've got the nice smooth rounds that you've just had the chance to own. Now you've got the faceted qualities, the larger nuggets. They add a totally different dynamic to your jewellery. And take a look at this. It's a bigger carat weight, so it has to be a more considered price tag. It simply has to be, because you've got bigger carat weight and bigger gemstone. 600 carats of pre-night that we're looking at here. One price tag only. Now that is still a very competitive price tag, isn't it? Very competitive pricing. $11.95 is all you pay for your pre-night faceted nuggets. Fabulous fresh colours of your hemlock, one of the colours of the season, and I'm bringing you the chance, and I'm going straight in again into my box, into my crystal maze, and I'm going to go for, it's a strand. Oh yes! Ha! Take a look. Yes! I have, see, this would be a golden ticket. In the crystal maze, I've just got myself a golden ticket. This is your grey diamonds. Now this is limited available opportunity. It's a last of stock. It's been to wear a couple of times and we're now down to last of stock. Now I'm not going to pretend that this is in everybody's budget, because it's not. But this is something that we don't see often enough for us to be anything other than totally and utterly thrilled at the chance of offering it to you. you're looking at diamonds here. And when we start to say the word diamond or jewellery maker, most people go, what? When you say jewellery making, to most people, they think that you're working with synthetics and that you work with perhaps, you know, probably nickel-based metals. No, 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 no. Not when you come to us, not when you shop with Jewellery Maker. We're part of the Genuine Gemstone Company. So if we can source genuine gemstones, and we want them to be every kind of gemstone possible, we source diamonds for you. And of course, it's not that far away for April, so if you want to create something so special for a diamond birthday in April, well, you could do so right now. It's the birthstone, of course, for April, and it's the luxury of your grey diamonds in a graduated strand. You've got a range between 2x1 to 3x2, and just look at the way they sparkle. I mean, there's nothing finer than adding ingredients of true luxury to your jewellery, and this is ultimate luxury. When you start to consider diamonds, you would think hundreds of pounds for a strand of this calibre, but no, I'm giving you 10 carats of diamonds for half that price. If you would like to join us and work with diamonds in your jewellery collection, I mean, you say the word diamond to most people, it's probably the world's most recognised gemstone, and it's certainly the most desired gemstone. You go to your local jeweller shop, probably 3/4 of the window is taken up by diamonds, the rest are coloured stones. Diamonds are the way to go if you want to really add kudos to your jewellery making. If you really want to add that luxury, most people wouldn't even believe you when you say you're working with diamonds until you see the diamond-like qualities that you're seeing here, sparkling away, the luster, the brilliance, the way the light plays within this gemstone and on top of the gemstone. There's nothing like it. Adamantine qualities are what makes something so special in a strand like this. £44.95 for diamonds. I do have queues on the phone line, so stay there and we'll process your call. More deals to be had, more deals. Okay, straight on we go. I picked up two, I'll pick up, yep, okay. Moonstone, moonstone, moonstone. Box 12 is moonstone. Oh! Beautiful quality to the moonstone. Oh my goodness me, look at the quality of this moonstone. Now that is textbook adularescence. That is what you want moonstone to possess. This amazing lunar-like reaction. The beauty that you see here is exactly what you want. And as I say, if you wanted me to describe the adularescence of moonstone, this is what I would want to see. This is what I'm finding. This is not a strand that should be less than £10. This is not a strand that should be less than £10. Absolutely exquisite qualities. There's some extreme light reactions. I can't quite believe I'm going to say this. You've got a full strand of some of the most textbook breathtaking moonstone for less than a tenner. £9.95. If you want to join me, go 0800 644 655. Textbook moonstone for under £10. You think of moonstone, the word says it all, lunar-like qualities to your moonstone, and you've got it for under £10. It's a busy opportunity, this one. You can, I mean, just can't stop that light reaction taking place on these pieces. Really quality all the way around. And again, if you want to work alongside the likes of your Kunzite, wow, look at that softness against those rich colours, beautiful. I mean, what about working it with the ruby? What about greys against those rubies? Wow. This is impact jewellery that you're going to be creating. Ruby still to come. I haven't picked out the box of a ruby. I haven't picked out the box for sapphire yet either. So let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can do. Okay, I'm not looking. Oh no, that's promise. I promise that's not me. I literally have just said I want to do another one of those, and I picked it. I wasn't even looking. You saw I wasn't looking. Ugh, come on. See, I belong in the crystal maze. I think I might actually be Richard O'Brien's daughter. I don't know whether that's possible, but I was meant to be on the Crystal Maze. This is going to happen in my life. Sapphire, it's time for your star buy. And if you're going to do sapphire at the Genuine Gemstone Company, you're going to do serious sapphire. Quality, luxury sapphire. Here we offer you a full strand of multicolour sapphire with graduated faceted rondelles. I mean, if you want me to put my gem head on, well, I tell you what, the spectrum of colours that we're offering you here to this royal gemstone is quite exciting, because you do have all of the softer tones that we'd associate to the delicate shades of pink sapphire, but you've also got some much richer, deeper pinks. And I guess in some ways you would border those towards ruby, because if you look at this piece here, there is that darkness of tone, there is that drama. Not quite red enough to be ruby. I'm not going to classify this as half sapphire, half ruby, because it's not. But it's certainly rich enough to be a high grade pink sapphire that I'm offering you here. High grade pink sapphire working alongside there. Of course, most people think of sapphire as blue, but that's just not how Mother Nature works. In fact, it's the exact opposite with sapphire. It's a naturally forming gemstone, and therefore when it naturally forms, different elements absorb within the gem to create these multiple colors. Mother Nature doesn't really have a boundary, and therefore when you think of sapphire, a royal sapphire blue, fair dues, you think of that lovely rich navy blue, but actually sapphire is a spectral color of gemstone. You can see here with its own beauty that this is a range of colors that really will set your jewelry making and your jewelry collection bursting at the rim. If you want to join us, you have 80 carats of multicolour sapphire, graduated faceted rondelles, 5x2 to 8x4 millimetre. One price tag only, and it's just £34.90. Sapphires, luxury royal sapphire for £34.95. If you want to join me, I've got to highlight, we have selected some of our finest gemstones, and we've offered to you here the quality over and over and over and over again. £34.95, a fabulous luxury item, the real sense of indulgence. And you know, when you start to think of jewellery making, for a lot of people, you're happy to work alongside the likes of jaspers and agates and quartz. They're fabulous, genuine gemstones. There's still a rarity, a beauty, a durability about them. That's what defines a gemstone. But actually, with sapphires, there's something extra special. This is not a semi-precious gemstone. Sapphires in the jewelry industry are regarded as precious gemstones. You're literally at the higher echelons of the jewelry business when you're working with this grade of gemstone. This is high grade luxury stone of choice. You deserve to work with it. £34.95 is all you pay for top draw sapphire. Congratulations if you've got that look. Yours for the taking. 0800 644 655 is the number that you have dialed. Now look, I was lucky enough to somehow grab the sapphire. I don't know how I did that, but I'm pretty chuffed that I did. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes thinking, am I going to fit in the ruby? I've got to do the ruby. I can't have something sitting there of this magnitude and not bring you ruby. It's ruby at its best here at Jewellery Maker. I have never, and I want you to think about this, we've been on air for coming towards 4 years, and I've presented for probably about 3.5 of those years. I've never, genuinely, I have never put to air ruby of this size and of this opportunity. I've never seen anything like this. This is one of the best deals possible. And again, just like with the sapphire, we're not talking semi-precious. This is regarded in the jewelry industry as a precious gemstone, and the price tag is extraordinary. Precious ruby for $14.95. Not 40, not 40, but $14.95. If you want to join me, you can't afford to miss out on this deal. This is probably potentially the last time you see a deal like this again. There's every chance you'll never see us offer you a chance of such extraordinary quality and desirability of gemstone at such a rock bottom price tag. You're going to have to be so quick on this deal. It is an extreme price point to offer you. When you're looking at over 150 carats of ruby at $14.95, you don't get much better than that now, do you? I've got buyers joining me who absolutely understand the principles of opportunity on this deal. You can't get much better than getting a precious gemstone, not even offering you semi-precious, but true, high regarded, precious gemstones of choice, sapphires, rubies, diamonds and emeralds, some of the most desired gemstones in the world, and I've just brought you 150 plus carats, high regarded and yet low price tag, $14.95. Now already I've got allocation taking place. Already I've got pieces flying out left, right and centre. Leicestershire, Dorset, Devon, Hampshire. I've got London buyers, Yorkshire, Cornwall, Bristol. Congratulations to you all. You know the kind of deals that we like to offer you. This is probably as good as it gets in terms of our precious gemstones. To offer you ruby for less than £15, you can't tune into many places. In fact, I don't know any other place that could offer you a strand of ruby of this grade and of this opportunity. I can't think of anywhere at $14.95. And I do my research all the time. I research and research and research, and I will just say it, to my research, nothing like this you could find. And you've got 30-day money-back guarantee, of course. Do your own research. 30 days to try and find an offer like this elsewhere. And if you can, send ours back and your money will go back into your account. With a no questions asked, no quibble money-back guarantee, you really have got the chance to do your research and to be comfortable with the price point that we've offered you. These are genuine rubies, graduated plain medium nuggets. I mean, the smallest size is 9 by 7, the largest 17 by 13. I mean, that's a huge, just imagine taking one of these, placing it onto the hand. You've got some great wire deals. Take your wire, do a nice maybe double banded wire shank, and you've got yourself a ruby ring. Extraordinary, absolutely magnificent. $14.95. Now then, the bundle at the bottom is the deal that we did to you earlier on, and this is your multi-gemstone offer. And you've been busy. Whew. Very, very busy. All from one fantastic combination of gemstones. You can see there your gem collection consisted of Amazonite, aventurine, your quartz and your howlite. And this bundle is at the bottom, £18.95. It says soutache, but please just ignore that. It's your gemstone bundle for £18.95, working out at less than £4, less than £4 a piece. I guess in some ways they are very much akin to soutache designs, aren't they? The shapes.
I haven't investigated soutache yet.
Oh, it's amazing.
It looks incredible. Yeah, I do quite a lot of sewing, so why I don't know.
Yes,
I
should definitely. I know Linda's coming up shortly in one of our mid shows. I know that Linda's going to join us and do a soutache showcase. So if you do want to learn a bit more about that, keep an eye out for that. Just to highlight as well, we have our trade show from 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. 9 o'clock, myself and Mark trade show. I think it's the first one we've done in 2014, so we're going to make it a big one. It's going to be a good one. So make sure you tune in 9 o'clock tomorrow. So from big trade show deals, you know that we love our trade shows. And to be honest, I think that ruby's a trade show price at $14.95. So much ruby for such a small price tag. That's the kind of deal that you're going to be looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you so much for your company. I have to say a big thank you to Maggie.
Thank you.
I know you've got a busy show lined up. 5 o'clock, of course. The time is now of miss it, miss out. It's going to be busy, busy, busy with the lovely Ed. He's going to take you through 4 hours of clearance deals, low stock offers, plenty of treats. Thanks so much for joining me. But as I say, I really hope you join me tomorrow as I go for the trade show deals of all time 2014. It's miss it, miss out now.